West time. Living on Key West time. I ain't never going back from Key West time. I keep living my life on Key West time. It goes on and on and on. Key West time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight tonight. We are traveling at 34,000 feet at approximately 420 knots. Those on the left side of the aircraft, I'd like you to take a look out your window. We're passing over Key West, and I'd like to point out Beachy Shell Studios. You're in luck tonight, as our in-flight entertainment will be Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle, so sit back, relax, leave the flying to me, and enjoy B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. Oh, and I'd like to suggest downloading the free app, so when we do get to our final destination, you can listen to everything on Tiki Man Radio. Enjoy your flight, enjoy the in-flight entertainment, and thank you for flying Tiki Man Radio Airlines.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Ha. Well, I pulled out of Pittsburgh, rolling down the eastern seaboard. I got my diesel wound up and she running like never before. Little speeds on the head, but alright. I don't see a cop inside. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. I got 10 forward gears in a Georgie overdrive. I'm passing little white lines and my eyes, they open wide. Just past the Jimmy in a white. I've been passing everything in sight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Yeah. Well, it seemed like a month since I kissed my baby goodbye. I could have a lot of women, but I'm not like some other guy. I could find one to hold me tight, but I could never make believe it's right. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Yeah. Is a chicken on down the line. I'm a little overweight and my log was way behind. But nothing bothers me tonight. I can dodge all the scales alright. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Hey, yeah! My ring's a little low, but that don't mean she's slow. There's a flame from the stack in the smoke, I roll 'em like it's cold. My hometown is coming in sight. If you think I'm happy, you're right. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Yeah. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Hey, your turn. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight.
Wrecking balls, downtown construction, bottles breaking, jukebox buzz, cardboard signs as the Lord is coming. Tick, tick, tock. Rivers turn, the mills back home. Parking lot kids with the speakers blown. We didn't turn it on, but we can't turn it off. Sometimes I wonder, how did we get here? Seems like all we ever hear is noise. Yeah, we scream, yeah, we shout till we don't have a voice. In the streets and the crowds, nothing but noise, drowning out all the dreams of this Tennessee boy, just trying to be heard and all this noise. Oh, church, let's make some beautiful noise tonight. 24-hour television gets so loud that no one listens. Sex and money and politicians talk. Well, there really ain't no conversation. Ain't nothing left of the imagination. Trapped in our phones and we can't make it stop. This noise, yeah, we scream, yeah, we shout till we don't have a voice. In the streets and the crowds, it ain't nothing but noise, drowning out all the dreams of this Tennessee boy, just trying to be heard and all this noise. Oh yeah. Every room, every house, every shade of noise. All the floors, all the walls, they all shake with noise. We can't sleep, we can't think, can't escape the noise. We can't take the noise, so we just make noise. Yeah, we scream, yeah, we shout till we don't have a voice. In the streets and the crowds, it ain't nothing but noise, drowning out all the dreams of this Tennessee boy, just trying to be heard. All this noise. I see you back there. Come on. All this noise. Can't take the 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 noise. Mwah.
Hi, this is Adrian Z. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio.
Hey, B-Man and Michelle, Tiki Man Radio, Coastal Confessions. Oh, hang on, I got to turn everybody on here. We've got, have I turned you on yet? So we've got Tiffani Green in the house. Say that again. Let's.
Hi.
All right, we got you on, Michelle. We got you on there.
Hello.
So much going on. Hey, there's my.
I need a phone book to sit on.
Here's my good-looking mug. I want everybody to say hi. Hey, our sponsor who sponsors these cameras on our Friday nights is the one and the only Southernmost Pint Brewpub, better known as what? Wait a minute. Hang on.
The pint. The pint.
Look at that camera right there. What is it? The
pint.
Woo! So there we go. There's another picture of the ladies right there. So we got Tiffani in the house. Mike's over on the couch. He's on the casting couch waiting for the casting crew to come by.
And a very apropos, he's already spilled his drink on his shirt.
Oh my God! So yes, we got. That's okay. He's allowed to drip. There's nothing wrong with dripping. And I do believe that the Southernmost Pint Brewpub folks have us on their TV down there at the Pint. So I think that's pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for being our sponsor camera folks. We appreciate it. They are sponsoring the cameras for what you're seeing live here at the Beachy Shell Studios at the Beachy Shell Hideaway here in Key West, Florida. And we're having a great time with it. So thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us on a Friday night. We've got Juliana. She's on her way. What's going on over here? What are the hang on? Let's get the picture out here. The ladies are. What are you guys doing? Oh, you're going to sit on that. We can't watch that. That's going to be a.
I don't think I can get up there.
That's going to be a. Shenanigans have begun at the Beachy Shell Hideaway already. Oh my God. Okay, Michelle's going down. All right, you got to see this. Oh, we're not making this stuff up. Check this out, you guys. They're doing all kinds of shenanigans here. I'm looking at the other camera, so they're getting all situated.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
Is that better?
It's better.
So if you want, I can raise the table up.
Well, no,
more.
I needed it down. I was like this.
Well, we could have pushed that down a little bit too. So
Okay.
no worries. No. So again, Beach Show Hideaway. Did we not have a great show last night?
Oh my gosh.
What? Talk to us about that.
It was fantastic.
Was that? We had such a fun time.
Yes, I'm still reeling.
That was the inaugural event in Key West. It's what we're doing for the. It's about originals.
Yep.
But the stories behind the songs that you wrote.
Kind of like a listening session.
And I think that is so cool. How are you guys on your sound over there? You okay? And can you hear okay?
Yeah.
Can you?
Oh, yeah, I can hear perfect. So perfect. I wish we had a few more people out there last night, but I think what we had was perfect for the inaugural event kicking off. And thank you for being the guinea pig in the cage with the rest of us. And we had a few sound issues, but we're trying to figure that out. What the heck was going on with our?
It was fun
with our sound. It was. But I'll get that figured out. I've never had that happen before, so I think that room's haunted.
It is.
But we're okay with that.
We had our own built-in harmonica player.
Yes, and so Tad and Lindsay, you still have your Christmas tree up? Yes, that thing goes. That's a year-long Christmas tree that we have. So let me. I know people are going to want to see it. So let's get that camera right there. Is a Christmas tree. That is our holiday tree. Not only is it for Christmas, but we also put 4th of July stuff on there. Fantasy Fest, we'll stick bras and panties in there. And
it looks like it's all pink and stuff for Valentine's Day.
Well, it's sort of.
Got a lot of lily ornaments on it.
Okay.
It's got a lot of pink balls. Not blue balls, but pink.
I knew.
Hey, what can I say? So,
it's all right.
So yes, and they even sent me a message. So this is what's cool. Last time I've added this little treat here to where you can see what's going on. And if you look at I can look at this. Here's a picture. They're all watching us down at the Pint.
Us watching them watching us.
Exactly. So everybody wave. You got this camera right there. You guys are in that camera right there. So I need to put like little lights on it so when the camera's red, you know it's hot.
Yes.
But it's live from our living room. It looks so good down there. You guys look awesome. And again, thank you guys for being the cam sponsors, the Southernmost Pint Brewpub.
That's so cool.
What do we know it as?
The Pint.
And we appreciate that. So we got a lot going on. I got to say, hey, who's online tonight? We've got Maureen out in Charlotte. How you doing, Maureen? Callie McCool all the way out on the left coast. How you doing, Callie? I sent him our script that we do so he could show the kids at school. Because on Tuesdays, Callie has a class that they do radio, and Tiki Man Radio donates the airtime, and they go on and they actually put on their own show, and it's really
so
cool. So I do a script. I have to keep track of what we're doing, and so that's what I do. And let me see who else we got. Happy Friday! Hey, we got Tiki Man himself listening in all the way from Harrison Bay,
Danny.
out in the Chattanooga area. So everybody say hi, Danny.
Hi, Danny.
There we go. And I get to say hi to Hippie Chick. Hey, Hippie Chick.
I saw the Seinfeld today where Elaine made the video, made the tape, and they didn't know it was her on the voice, and they are all going.
So this is what I like. This is where the advertisement, when we talk about things down here, I'm legit. I want to talk about some really cool people. I love the Pint.
Too legit to quit.
those guys are cool down at the Pint. We've known them a very long time.
fantastic.
And we used to do old radio stuff. Remember the time they were up there? They used to bring beer up to the radio station when we were with the other station.
Oh, do I ever.
Although we simulcast with Tiki Man Radio.
Yes.
And I love it when people ask me, how the hell did you do that? They're terrestrial in your internet. I'm like, I made anything work. I can make it happen.
It's magic.
But we got Callie McCool. He's like, Southernmost will be his first place to visit when he's down here in Key West. Heck yeah. We got Beth Schreier says, hi, kids.
Hi, Beth.
Hi, Beth.
Hello, Beth. And then, of course, Mo is like, the Pint and owners are great. So I think that is really cool. Ed Contreras chimed in just a little bit ago, said had a great show. He and his wife Pat are out scoping for more musicians to bring into their Monday show. They have the Peace Train on Monday nights. So that's going to be kind of cool. And we'll see what they get. And, you know, it's funny because when I talk to Juliana when she gets here, she's like, so you want me to play? And I'm like, not really.
No.
We want to talk.
We already did
We want to
that.
get to know about you, you know? And I kind of like just not.
I know.
Like, yay.
Yeah, she was. She was like, oh, that is so cool, you know? And I said, well, that's how cool we are here at the Beachy Shell Hideaway. We're
cool folk.
We're some really cool people. And first of all, let's get one of these in.
Wow.
There we go. We got
Oh,
Howard with us
Howard.
tonight. And thanks for Tiffani and Mike being here. Woo! We got to love it. So we appreciate you guys all being here. And we're going to get the show going. I'm going to get into some music. Juliana should be here in just a little bit. We're going to talk about, you had some really cool new songs last night.
Two of which
I want to talk about
I
them.
never, ever played out. It was brand new.
And I've said it a
First
few
time ever.
times to people that we're writing a song.
Yes,
And I think it is so cool. And we'll talk about that too,
we are.
because we've got a lot to do with that song. But let's get to some more music. I got a Juliana song.
Ready to rumble.
I figured she'd be here by now, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and play this one. Juliana, this is a really cool song, Gotta Roll. And I've got some videos of hers coming up tonight, and I got some of your stuff in here. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some switching around real quick.
The switcheroo.
The switcheroo.
Tiffany's song?
I like this. I like the switcheroo. So we're going to do that. We're going to do this one. This will bring back a memory when we were at the other station.
Oh, yes.
And this song, actually, you have recorded it.
I have. Yes.
And you played it last night. And we had a lot of standing ovations last night. I mean,
It was lots of clapping.
there was a lot of clapping last
Mike
night.
gave us a standing ovation.
I
Yes,
know,
Mike did.
did. It was for the new song, wasn't it?
Darling Bud.
Oh, Darling Bud, that's right.
We played that last night. Ed, if you're listening, we played Darling Bud last night.
It's so pretty.
And Tiffany's husband, Mike, got up and actually gave us a standing ovation for that. And everybody, I mean, the place went crazy. And then they were teasing. They're like, you're over there crying. He's like, shut up.
I am not.
I am not crying.
I am not.
The guy next to me tooted.
It was the tequila.
Hey, that was a good one.
Oh, boy.
And what a perfect way to segue into
I know.
drinking down in Mexico. That was pretty cool. So, and that guy was having fun last night. I
know.
think he had a little too much.
I don't know.
They were talking loudly.
They were talking loudly.
And I don't know where she went.
I don't know. Maybe she had too much tequila.
Or not quite enough.
Or not quite enough. Because I noticed he sat in a corner. He looked like he was,
He was very forlorn when she left.
That's a very nice way of putting it.
Yes.
How'd you say that?
Forlorn.
Forlorn. All right. Well, hey, you guys, you listen to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio. Hey, and a big thanks to the Southernmost Pint Brewpub for being our camera sponsors, because people are watching us around the world, and they're getting to see the pint. Oh, you know what? And here's what. And I've got the little logo right up there. Can you see the logo? I got the logo up there. Oh, right on screen. Look at the screen right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got the screen. So.
Oh, I'm looking over here. Like, when did you get that?
So people are seeing that online. They're
looks
seeing
like
the
it's on
logo
the
thing.
shelf.
So, all right, guys, we're gonna get some more music. We're waiting on Juliana to get here, but we got more stuff about Tiffani and everything we're doing. So, you're listening again to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions. We're always having a great time. And hang on, Jody and Chachi, Tiffany Green.
So this is Joni and Chachi, and it is a semi-true story. Someday I'll tell all. I'll tell all. A to D. Reads like a dime store novel and a bottle of Boone's Farm. Ugh. Oh, page by page he woos her with his charm. Well, she wants to wear his class ring on a chain. Never thought he'd give her his last name. Well, it was Vegas or bust and top down in his car. And he's taken the small town girl to places so far. Well, she called her family from the airport in LA. Said, don't you worry about me, mama, I'll be okay. Do you have a love like Joni and Chachi, or more like Nancy and Ronnie, or Bonnie and Clyde running cool? Is it real fancy like that Prince and Miss Kelly, or Technicolor like Barney and Betty, or sing about love like Johnny and June? I don't care what they got, 'cause I got you. Now Hollywood couldn't have written one better than this. No mystery, no goodbye, no last kiss. Well, he put a little diamond on her left hand. He was so damn nervous that he could hardly stand. But do you have a love like Joni and Chachi, or more like Nancy and Ronnie, or Bonnie and Clyde running cool? Is it real fancy like the Prince and Miss Kelly, or Technicolor like Barney and Betty, or sing about love like Johnny and June? I don't care what they got, 'cause I got you. He said I can't live lonely another day. There at the altar, he just took a breath away. And do you have a love like Joni and Chachi, or more like Nancy and Ronnie, or Bonnie and Clyde running cool? Is it real fancy like the Prince and Miss Kelly, or Technicolor like Barney and Betty, or sing about love like Johnny and June? I don't care what they got, 'cause I got you. Ooh.
He sits at the bar while he's waiting for charters. He's up at the crack of noon. At night he's at Fido's, dancing with ladies. He's a strikingly handsome dude. It don't get much better. Sent his ex-wife a letter, said there won't be any alimony soon. Well, I've been captured by natives of a third world country under a Central American moon. He's got a boat in Belize, locked in San Pedro, a coconut fall from the bar. He's got his back to the beach on his favorite bar stool. He don't have to stumble too far. Now the turquoise waters, tickled by palm trees, blowing in the tropical breeze. Barbecue Sundays, Bruce on the Barbie, the Palapa bar down at BC's. Expats and islanders, sailors and pirates and divers, and those with a scam. And tourists that meet him like me wanna be him, and we're trying to come up with a plan. He's got a boat in Belize, docked in San Pedro, a coconut fall from the bar. He's got his back to the beach on his favorite bar stool. He don't have to stumble too far. He plies his trade in the islands, diving, trying to forget what he left far behind. He's just what he seems. He's living his dream down in Belize. He's got a boat in Belize, docked in San Pedro, a coconut fall from the bar. He's got his back to the beach on his favorite bar stool. He don't have to stumble too far. He plies his trade in the islands, diving and trying to forget what he left far behind. He's just what he seems. He's living his dream down in Belize. Oh, he's just what he seems. He's loving his dream with a boat in Belize.
Hey, this is the original hippie chick, and you're listening to Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. And every Friday night, I like to call in and spill the beans.
Hey, you guys, this is violinist and singer-songwriter Emily Randall, and I love spending my Friday nights listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio. Now back to B-Man and Michelle.
Hey, B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio. We're live from the Beachy Shell Studios here in Key West. We got Michelle over there. I haven't got you guys on camera yet, so hang on. Let me get you on camera. There we go. There's the beautiful ladies. Where's Juliana? You got to get in the middle of this over here. We are having a good time. There you guys are. Yay! So we're going to get Juliana up here in just shortly, or a little bit. She's just now getting settled, so we'll get her squared away. And ladies are now putting on their...
You know what, Brian?
What?
It's so weird after all these years of being on the radio.
All these years.
Being on the radio. You know, my joke was always, this is going in a song somewhere, that I have a face for radio. I think somebody actually wrote a song like that, like an old,
Well, look straight
many
ahead.
years ago.
Look straight ahead. Straight ahead. That camera right there. Straight. Is that a face for radio or what?
I have a face for radio. Now, son of a bitch, now I got to be on the, now they got to see me too.
Well, now I got your back on that one.
I didn't say bomb. I didn't bomb it.
Hey, so this is what's pretty cool. So I got a message from Tad and Lindsay. Not only are we on the TV inside, but they put us on the big screen outside.
Oh, God.
Is that cool or what? I think that is, we're on the Jumbotron at the Pint.
This is like being at a football game.
I love it. I love it. So,
tell Tad he needs to take a photo of us.
Well, he's
like
just telling right now.
Take a picture, Tad. Take a picture of us, like on the wall.
On the
well, no, he took a picture of what's inside the pint there in the brew pub.
Yeah, but tell him to take his phone out there. I want to see us on the big screen.
Tad, we want a picture of us on the big screen. That's all we have to say.
That's all. I mean, I'm not being vain about it.
It will come.
I just want to see myself in bright lights one time.
So I don't have a staff like Danny Lynn because back in the home office there in Chattanooga, I mean, he's got one person that sits there at the phone, and I got to put this camera on me. He's got one person on the phone, and they look at it, and they're like, well, on Facebook, so-and-so says this.
Oh, no.
And then the other person goes, well, I'm monitoring YouTube, and on YouTube, so-and-so says this. I don't have that luxury here, so what I got to do is swing over here and go, hey, so far we got Tim Myers on.
Hey, Tim.
Tim Myers listening in tonight, and of course Danny Lynn is chiming in as well. JoJo Fish is tuning in.
Fish.
And then of course she said hi to Joanne. And here's what's really cool. So I told you earlier I gave my script. I do a script for every one of my shows because it helps me out. Show them the script. I do this script. I can't help it. I'm getting old. I'm 60, so I gotta like keep track of what's going on in this pea brain of mine. It works. But I told you, Callie McCool back in California, you know, he's a school teacher, and he's got his kids that do radio. He's doing this whole thing on radio and how to teach kids to do this stuff. And it's compliments of Tiki Man Radio. So we give him the free airtime to do all that. Well, I've always told him, I'm going to send you my script so you can show the kids just what I do. You know, I mean, it's just me. It's my process. Well, he said, he goes, gave the students an assignment. Write a show script like B-Man, and it's due on Tuesday. Is that cool or what?
No, wait a minute. 2 weeks ago, we gave them an assignment.
What was that?
Or 3 weeks ago when I was here, we talked about this, and you said
the assignment was to go out on YouTube and like me.
Okay, that was
Subscribe to us on YouTube. That was
okay.
That was the assignment. So if they want extra credit, Callie, they got to go out on YouTube and they got to subscribe to our YouTube. So that's extra credit. So. And hey, do I get to grade the papers? I think I should be able to grade the papers.
Do you have a big red pen?
Yeah.
We have red pens.
We have red pens. Michelle uses them quite often on me.
Do you know? Okay, so you know I was a teacher. I was a middle school band director for years. Believe it or not, I was in charge of molding children.
Molding children.
Well, middle schoolers. We weren't allowed to use red pens.
Yeah, look, she's pulling the red pens out now.
We couldn't use red pens.
Why not?
Because yes, this is 1998, 1999. We couldn't use red pens because it was detrimental to their.
Is that when we started giving everybody
their learning?
A trophy?
We had to use purple and turquoise.
Everybody got a trophy.
Because an F in purple is way better than an F in red.
Hey, my F's always turned into BAs.
Or B's.
B's.
And I hope she's not listening over there.
Shh, Olivia, don't listen.
Don't listen. You don't know what we're talking about over here. We might maybe we should get on the radio with us here a little bit and have some fun with this, because this is so cool. You would have fun. I think she'll get on here a little bit and tell us, and at least tell everybody who you are and what you do. And I heard you play music. I see. Mm-hmm. Not much gets past the Beachy Shell Studios here, so we know what's going on. So maybe we'll get you on the radio and have a little bit of fun. Yay. So. We talked earlier, before we went to some music, that you played 3 new songs last night.
Yes.
It was 3 new songs, right?
3 new songs, 2 of which were never performed. I just wrote them a few weeks ago.
And I just want to say, Juliana, you missed out on a great show last night.
Now, I did.
Kidding.
I did. I did use the backing tracks, which I don't love singing karaoke.
Right.
But they're my tracks. I bought them.
But those are tune designer tracks.
Tune designer tracks.
Those are not karaoke tracks.
No, and I own those.
Yeah.
Those are mine. So all I have to do now is record my vocals, which maybe we can work on that.
We need to record
an hour song.
Yeah, we need to do that. There's a lot of recording needs to get done right here. So.
And if I can just record those and send them back, I've got 6 songs ready to go. I mean, that's EP worthy.
Yeah. So.
And I have more than that.
Well, I think we can do a lot of that right here. Before you, what we say, pull chalks.
Yeah, and I know what that means, and definitely 100%, and definitely can't do it on Southern Street because it's really, really loud there.
You get the occasional airplane here, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, no, this is, in my opinion, this is one of the best recording little spots. Especially if I want to do if I do a commercial, I go right in that bedroom, this closet, and I shut that door.
You don't have an eyeball though, right? That Chaotica.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. I love mine.
Where you can sit right in there and do your
But
voice.
it's just that ball that goes over.
And your dice like that. And I'm singing, and
I
I'm
love my
singing.
Chaotica.
Yeah.
I love that eyeball. It just
No, I've got one back there, and
That and the little thingy that goes around.
and in the closet.
well, I think you were here when I don't know if you were here or not, but when we recorded Tamale Man here, and it was. I recorded some stuff with it, and I've got Michelle and I who recorded it, and then we got Ray and Harriet and recorded, and then we meshed all of those, all of those little vocals together. You know, who wants tamales? We want tamales. Yeah, and that when I sent it to John, their tune designer, he was like, "That was freaking classical." I mean,
let
he
me
loved
tell
it.
you what, B-Man, that was good, right? That
He
sounds
talks
good.
just like I call him the Atlanta Swampers.
I love
They're the Atlanta
that.
Swampers. He's like, Brian, I'll tell you
Brian.
what, you guys, every time I send you something, you just bang it out of the park. And I'm like, well,
I
John,
told him that you and I were writing one, and he gave me a bunch of little hearts. Like, I can't wait to hear that.
yeah, he's.
Doggone!
Well,
Preach it, listen, preach it is
And I've been
good.
giving a free advertisement over the years for our songwriter showcase.
Absolutely.
Just because I appreciate.
Those guys are quality.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, and he's done some bang up work. I mean, like when we wrote that stuff with Adrian Z. I mean, Darling Bud, holy camole, went back.
Well, and High on Island.
Not High on Island time. My God, she's so regimented in.
She's a perfection.
Yeah, she's perfect. And we would listen to it, and she's like, Brian, I listened to it in my car. I got an issue.
Oh no!
Well, what's your issue? And then we talk about it, and I'm like, all right, well, let's tell John to tweak it here, and then
which is what they do.
I get it back, and she's Brian. I listened to it at home. I got an issue. Well, what's the issue? Let's talk about it. I sent it back to John.
I listened in my earbuds.
Exactly.
I got an issue.
And there was like, I don't know how many times it was, but finally she's like, they're going to get mad at me. And I'm like, no, that's their job. That's what we paid for.
Right.
And I bet you we went back 20, 25 times just on little tweaks here and there. And but it's
let's
quality.
be honest, we would all love to record songs, and Julia can talk about this too. We would all love to be able to record the songs with all of our own instrumentalists and all of our friends who are guitar players and singers and drummers. But getting everyone in a session for 2 or 3 days in the same place is absolutely nuts.
Yeah,
so
it
for
is.
someone like me, it was perfect. And then I taught it to my band. I'm like, you guys listen to this. This is my song. You learn the parts. It worked out perfectly.
Yeah. Now, here's what I love going back to the folks who are listening in because, what do you say? Blah, 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 blah. He goes, I had you on the 65-inch in the classroom on Tuesday. So when we do our Tuesday on the Island shows right here, I mean, this is our spot.
Do they replay us?
This is our spot right here.
Because I said a dirty word last week.
No, that's our Tuesday on the Island show.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Woo.
So they're watching on the Tuesday on the Island show, and I think what is pretty cool is, and it's funny because he was cautious about giving the kids out the YouTube thing, thinking they're going to get in here at night and listen and say stuff, but because they actually got into our show one time, and Cal, you got to remind me what the heck they were saying, but they were making some comments, and then he's apologizing to me, and I'm like, oh no, I loved every minute of it. It was fun. I mean, the kids were having a good time. Actually, I think it was like during I don't know, like a recess or something, but they were all like had us cranked on and
I love that.
sending questions. But they actually challenged me. They challenged me this week because it's a song request show, and I don't know them all. I mean, they'll send me stuff, and I'm like, all right, I can do that. Well,
they want us to do
they
Frank
wanted a
Sinatra
Frank Sinatra song. And I'm like, oh my god! I couldn't think if I had a Frank Sinatra song in our we didn't. So they actually, what was the one they?
Fly Me to the Moon.
Fly Me to the Moon. Yeah, they want us to do that one. So we're not doing a show this Tuesday because we're in Miami. But next week, next Tuesday, I promised them I would have a Frank Sinatra song for them, and we're going to do "Fly Me to the Moon."
And let me swing among the stars.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So I promised the kids I would do that. And a big shout out to Dave and Nancy Ramsky. Dave and Nancy Ramsky are listening in. We met them at this year's Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase. They came in, and it was so nice talking with them. And I think they're coming back for this year. It's our 8th year doing the Songwriter Showcase. Again, we're back at Rick's this year, due to Harry Stage. And let me tell you what, this is the first time in history that the entire show We're
It's
full.
all booked.
We're booked. To include what's upstairs. The upstairs is booked. That has never happened in...
This early, yeah.
Yeah, this early. Normally, by July, we're pretty much full. I may have a few stragglers, a few people back in and out, but nope. February, we're full, and it's going to be one hell of a party this year.
Mm-hmm.
I can say Friday's going to be the Jimmy Buffett lookalike contest. I can tell you that right now.
Well, I won't win.
Dress up as something from a Jimmy Buffett song. Like if you want to walk around like a fruitcake, you can walk around like a fruitcake. You know, whatever you want to do.
Cowboy in the jungle.
Boy in the jungle. Ooh.
Cowboy in the jungle.
Oh, that's right. Cowboy in the jungle.
Boy in the jungle.
Boy in the jungle. I thought that's what I heard you say.
Jar of peanut butter.
Jar of peanut butter. Walk around as a sardine.
Uh-huh.
Or
just wear jeans with a bunch of stuff shoved in it.
There you go. I mean, so the ideas are endless, but we're going to get the Parrot Heads here in Key West involved with it, and they are going to be able to go out, and we're going to have prizes for the best costume and all that kind of stuff.
That's so much
And I think I can safely say the happy hour act is going to be the Hungry Hard Luck Heroes. We'll be playing. And there's a lot more. I can't wait till we officially announce everything, but that's in a nutshell what's happening so far. So
that's fabulous.
It's going to be one hell of a year, and I can't wait. And a big thanks to Fred last night, who bent over backwards.
Yes, he did.
To make that room that we played in last night more than just perfect.
Available. Gave us Alex, she's a wonderful bartender.
She's a great bartender.
He came and checked on us a few times, and when we got ready to leave, Mike wanted to go down the elevator, but they had a bunch of stuff in the plank, or, the galleyway there, and so somebody got on their headset and said, we need help moving some things here, stat. And all of a sudden, here comes these three guys, and they're just moving the trash cans, and I was like, it's okay. We can go downstairs. He said, absolutely not. If Mike wants to go down the elevator, we're going to get him on the elevator.
They're good.
It's no
They're really
problem.
good.
Well, first they wanted to make sure he was okay.
Yeah. Well, I do remember that.
Yeah, he's just a little mildly disabled.
Well, hell, I didn't want to. Okay, there is the picture of us on the big screen. Look at you, the two of you on the big screen.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. That is freaking awesome. Thank you, Tad. I appreciate that.
Tad, you're the best.
I can't. I'm going to put that on Facebook later. We'll advertise that.
Everybody drink the bittas.
The bittas.
Drink the bittas.
My favorite is the Irbies. I like the Irbies, and I like the coffee one. I can't think of the name of the coffee one. Morning. Good morning, sunshine. I can't remember.
The coffee one.
The coffee one. It's really good. Man, it's that
my
one.
dad. So I'm just going to tell a little story on my dad, and then I'll get off here.
Hey, we got Beach Buddha.
Hey,
Beach Buddha coffee is on tonight.
Hey, guess what, Beach Buddha? We're working on your jingle.
Working on the jingle, jangle, jingle. And we got that happening. And then, of course, JoJo, fish.
I got a can of the light lager from the Pint.
Yeah.
And if anybody ever goes to the Pint, get a can to go. It is the coolest thing.
Growler?
No.
Growler.
A can. They have a canning machine. They fill up this
they
can.
do. Yeah, you're right. They do have a canning machine
And they put
there.
it on the machine, and it spins it round and round and round and round and round and round and round to make all the suds go to the outside, and then
Yeah. Howard,
they put a top on it.
Even
and
Howard was impressed with that.
Wow.
There you go.
After the radio show, I picked my parents up from the airport, and I told Tad, I said, I want to take my dad a beer, but he kind of likes light beer. He's a Budweiser.
Yeah.
Super light one. Did you get him that?
Yes.
That's really good.
Okay, it was the light lager, and I had it in the car, and I gave it to my dad, and it was gone before we got to the house.
Oh, well, you know what? Hey,
He was not driving.
Your dad worked hard.
He was enjoying.
Your dad worked hard. He deserved that.
That was when they got here.
Oh.
He was
He
preparing.
wasn't even working yet.
He was preparing.
Well, he was preparing for that. So, all right. Hey, we're going to get to some more music.
Music, and then we'll get Juliana.
And then we're going to get Juliana up here, and we'll see who else we can get up here with us on the radio, I think.
On the radio.
I think she'll get up here with us. I think everybody can get up here and have a little fun. And I just love this. The Friday nights here at the Beachy Shell Studios.
I'm sure all your listeners are sick of me because I'm here like every other week.
No, we love having you as a guest in here. Actually, Michelle does because she migrates to the couch and she watches TV.
I feel like the Robin of the Howard Stern show.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. I said that a couple weeks ago. And he's like Batman and Robin. I'm like, no, like Robin.
Robin and Howard.
I was thinking of the guy in tights or something. What can I say? You know,
I'm a rebel, Donnie.
or I could say this.
I meant to do that.
I meant to do that.
All right, let's get to some more music. We're going to get Juliana up here, and maybe Olivia will come up here too.
She will.
I bet she will. We'll get her up here and make sure I haven't missed anybody. If you're online, let us know what's going on. What are you drinking tonight? What are you eating tonight? Any snacks? What's going on? What's happening? Any coastal confessions? I had one earlier, but I don't know if I want to tell or not. It had to do with Willie Nelson.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Over at CW's house. So I think I'll wait on that one.
Uh-oh.
Juliana was there when it happened too, but I won't say anything. It was an interesting evening. And I ended up at Abundanza because I was still hungry. Hey, Be Michelle's Coastal Confessions. You're hanging out with us. Thank you, the Southernmost Pint Brewpub. They are our sponsors for the cams, and we're going to get to all of our other sponsors. We got Nailtini as a sponsor. We've got Beach Buddha, who's online tonight. Thank you, Beach Buddha, for being a part of it. And, of course, IV in the Keys, IV Hydrations, IV Hydration Station if you're feeling kind of like...
Not IV.
If you feel like you need
Not
something.
the one you said first.
IV hydration.
IV hydration
That's
station.
hard to say.
It is.
Especially if you need hydration.
Yes.
IV hydration.
It's a tough one, but I got through it. Maybe I need a B12 shot. Go down and get me a B12 shot and kind of hang out there.
Kind of dragging.
We have been
kind of
we
dragging,
have been
haven't we?
dragging lately, for crying out loud. So, hey, we'll get to some more music. Juliana, gotta roll here on B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions.
I don't wanna be your pretty little beauty queen, and I don't wanna mess up your pretty social scene, 'cause I got better people and things to do than sit around and dream and hope and wait on you. Gotta roll now, baby, roll now, baby, roll. Gotta go now, baby, go now, baby, go. Nothing ever changes in this little one-horse town. They're always the same old people hanging around, but they like to keep us stuck in the same old place. I'm gonna be the rebel, I'm gonna be your disgrace. Gotta roll now, baby, roll now, baby, roll. Gotta go now, baby, go now, baby, go. You got a perfect picture of what life's about. You hang on to what you know and you never break out. 'Cause I'm gonna break the rules, gonna crack the code. There's no looking back, 'cause I'm running to save my soul. Gotta roll now, baby, roll now, baby, roll. Gotta go now, baby, go now, baby,
this is B-Man, and you're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle right here on Tiki Man Radio. And coming at you is some brand new music. Enjoy.
Each day it's a rise and grind. I got coffee on my mind. Take the jar off of the shelf and just espresso yourself. Me, I don't ask a lot. Just a coffee, nice and hot. Ooh, it's plain to see. There really is no other drink for me. Ooh, can't you see? Coffee is my cup of tea. Grande, small, short, or tall. Black or white, I love them all. So give me your best shot. Only coffee hits the spot. See, I like my Java almost as hot as lava. Ooh, it's plain to see. There really is no other drink for me. Ooh, can't you see? Coffee is my cup of tea. I drink it whenever. Better latte than never. I'm not making a fuss. I just need to taste the buzz. Yes, I'm keen on the bean. So just pour me some caffeine. Ooh, it's plain to see. There really is no other drink for me. Ooh, can't you see? Coffee is my cup of tea. Please give me your big slug. I don't care if it's a cup or a mug. What's my philosophy? Just fill me up with coffee. So now hear what I say, and don't worry, be frappe. Ooh, it's plain to see. There really is no other drink for me. Ooh, can't you see? Coffee is my cup of tea. Coffee is my cup of tea. Coffee is my cup of tea. Ooh, coffee is my cup of tea. Ooh, coffee is my cup of tea. Coffee is my cup of tea.
Hi, this is the Beach Buddha, and I'm hanging out right now drinking a little bit of my Coconut Bay roast, and of course it's spiked with a little Key West smuggling rum, and I'm listening to the world-famous B-Man and Michelle Coastal Confessions. And boy, I got a couple of confessions of my own to make, but we won't talk about them right now. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, and get yourself some Beach Buddha coffee at beachbuddhacoffee.com. Cheers, y'all. Love you.
Cheers, y'all. B-Man Michelle's Coast Confessions on a Friday night, coming to you from the Beachy Shell Studios. Hope you guys are having a great time tonight. And let me catch up on everybody online. Robin Tricker, yes, that was one of her brand new ones. It was good to having her out there. She had great sound. And we got to get her back on the Songwriter Showcase. We haven't had her for a long time. And with me right now, let me put the camera on, and there we go. Juliana.
Does Olivia wear this?
Yeah, put that right, just like me.
And Olivia.
And Olivia's on. Let me hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Is it too loud?
No. Oh, it's weird.
Don't you feel like a fighter pilot now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, with the little thing.
Oh my gosh, it is so good having you.
Thanks for having me.
I so appreciate you coming out and being on the show. We haven't had you on the show. Well, the last time we had you here, it was just for dinner, right?
It was for dinner. The last time I was with you, though, for Coastal Confessions, it was Brian. What's his last name? Cowboy. You know. And he's Mike Beck's friend. Brian. What's wrong with me?
Jones.
Brian Jones.
Brian
He's such a
Jones.
great
Oh my God, that's
songwriter,
right.
Cowboy, country guy. Yeah.
That has been a while.
Yeah, up in the station.
Yeah, when we were up in the station, we had a good time.
Yeah, that was a really fun night. Somebody else was there too. Maybe Matt Backer was there with me. Somebody was there. It was like a bunch of us went in.
I can't remember because was that when Dan Smith was hosting it, or was that when Michelle was? Me and Michelle.
You and Michelle were.
Okay, yeah. So
you had Brian, and then I don't
You know what?
Maybe it was Rahel and Mike.
Rahel and Beck. Yeah,
we were all there.
Yeah. What those two are really talented as well.
Super talented. They just left though.
Oh my God! So your dad's taking pictures.
Yeah.
So, I think it's pretty cool. What's going on? Matter of fact, we ran into you the other day at the Key Western Fest, and we didn't get really a chance to talk with you much. And then, of course, we had Emily Randall, and it's funny because Emily, all my advertisement day, Emily chimed in. She's like, "Oh, great! You know, you're going to be on tonight." So she was all happy to have you a part of.
Right, because she was just here 2 weeks ago.
Yes, we had her on the. We had her a few weeks ago. We had her on the show, and I didn't think she was going to stay very long, but I think she had a blast with us.
Oh, I wonder why.
We had so much fun with her, and it was so good seeing her hanging out with us. And what a beautiful person.
She is. Yeah.
She really is a beautiful person. I love her music. I love her personality. I mean, just everything about her. She's just.
Well, she's a dream to perform with too, as we all know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, when she. Well, I loved it because I was trying to remember. I'm like, she's played with so many people, and I was like, who? And and I just happened to think about because the Beach Buddha Coffee, who is one of our sponsors, and that was our lead into this.
They were there that night. Were they there? They were there. The couple. They were there that night. The coffee people.
Was it the coffee people or was it the beer people?
Oh no, it was the beer people. It was the beer people. Who was that? Who
the Southernmost Pint. That was Tad and Lindsay.
That's who it was.
Who I mean, I know you hadn't seen these, but I got to show you this picture. So
yes, beer.
Look at this picture right here. If you can see that, that's their brew pub right downtown.
And the middle screen is us.
And the middle screen is us. And then they sent a really cool picture of us on the big screen, which I thought was so cool right there.
Outside.
On the outside.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see that picture right there. They got their big screen TV.
You guys are famous.
I mean, that is so cool. They've done such a great job. But yes, that night, there was a lot of people in the studio that night.
It was crowded. It was a lot of fun.
And, I kind of missed that in some ways, but I also...
This is a great studio right here.
Yeah. Yeah, Michelle's over there trying to figure out what's going on.
We got a good crowd in here, too.
We do have a good crowd. Who do we have? Who do we have? We got Mike.
We got Mike.
We got Tiffany Green over there.
Matt Cushman.
A classmate of mine from the Air Force Academy.
Yeah, talk about that for a second,
We just
Michelle.
figured that out. How crazy is that?
Well, we're both 88 esophagus.
We had to get him on here. We'll get him up here as well. We'll get him. Your dad has to get on here too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And Willie just went.
We got Willie in the house and Scooter Scotty over there. So yeah, so we're having a good time tonight. So you're back in town just for how long?
For a couple weeks. Yeah, unfortunately.
And then are you doing anything while you're in town?
Nothing official yet. I don't know. Matt Backer was going to be in earlier, but
Yeah.
he's not coming until later this month. So I hesitate to make any big. I'm going to do Rachel Garreau's Sea Sister Gallery. She's got like one of those events.
Oh, so you're going to play a little bit of music for? Wow, very cool.
One of her art,
Yeah.
whatever thingies.
Oh, very cool. So is this kind of like a break for you coming down here and chilling out?
It is, but you guys know how it is. Like I saw Larry Smith the other night at the Little Room, and he's like, and I got up and sang a couple, and then he's like, yeah, I've never met you, but I've heard about you. So, okay, so come back next Monday night. Okay, so let's do something together. And then I'm at the Little Room last night instead of being a Tiffani show, which is where I really wanted to be. But I did want to see Martha Robinson and Roy, and Martha was there introducing me to.
Oh, we had such a great time last
Lisa.
night. They did such a great job, Fred and them.
Is it Lisa? Who's running the little room?
I don't know who's running a little room.
She's
I
awesome.
honestly don't know.
She's awesome, and she's doing Wednesday night women's.
Yeah, I
featuring women.
Yeah.
So, sign up.
And I'm off on Wednesdays.
Perfect. Sign up. Let's do it.
Yeah. So
I may do that, or just kind of. She said, "All right, let's get something together."
Well, let us know, because I mean, if there's something, I come down and just. I like going out and listening. I mean, sometimes it's like we get out there and they're like, "You want to do a song?" I'm like, "No."
I know, and then
I don't
nobody
wanna do nothing.
understands. They're like, "Oh, you're just being modest." You're like, "No, I really
just want to relax."
Yes, exactly. I just want
Yeah, I don't want to get up. I don't want to perform. I don't
Yeah.
want to have to do any of that stuff,
Right.
and I'm happy not to do it. It's like sometimes when we go into Sloppy Joe's, and when Pete Jarvis is on stage, sometimes Pete will like, "You want to?" and I'm like, "No."
Right.
And then finally one time he actually jumped off stage, come down and grabbed us and pulled us up there.
That's funny. But the great thing is, like the audience, if you leave them wondering,
Yeah.
then they probably watch you for the
See,
rest of the event.
I
They're
like that.
Who are those
Who are these people? Yeah, exactly,
right?
exactly.
There's somebody.
It's like, "Hey, B-Man and Michelle's, come up here." I'm like, "No, we don't want to." And they're like, and you're right, all eyes are like, "Ooh,
Exactly.
are those somebody important?"
Yeah. And
So-
little do they know. If only they knew.
Yeah, and I like keeping them guessing.
Right.
Every now and then you kind of like,
Hope I didn't screw something up.
huh?
Something was trying to access the TV and I denied it. So if something messes up on your other stuff,
Oh my God, we just went blank on
We'll see.
everything. Callie McCool, Air Force Academy alumni, B-Man married up.
Oh.
I'm moving on up. I wish I had that. I'm going to put that in there. I'm moving on up. Oh my gosh!
small
So,
world.
well,
That-
no, I get it. You don't want to do anything when you're down here.
I do like to. And Emily was just in the studio because Ian and I have been working on an album for 3 years now. It's kind of falling behind the other album I had to get out, The Big Old Deal of Moon, which I did release a year ago, but it was such a soft release that I just did another concert and we, really played the songs again.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to release some videos in conjunction with that album.
Now, I noticed your videos because I'm going to play some of your videos tonight.
Oh, Living for a Saturday Night,
That's a good one.
which was filmed right here at the Green Parrot.
It was.
And-
I'm going to play that one. I'm trying to think I forget where it's at in the set. It's coming up
Yeah.
soon, but I'm hoping because I'm pulling it off YouTube, and I'm hoping I'm not getting one of them stupid advertisements. Because 1 minute it wouldn't, and next minute it would.
I
So
should have sent you. I should have sent you.
don't worry about it. Don't worry. Because I tried to record it, but when I did it, my software was off just a little bit, so it's kind of like it looked like something out of a Godzilla movie where it's the words weren't matching the lips. Like so I can't play that.
That could be a problem.
Yeah, I don't play that. So, but I'm sure it'll go perfect.
Well, this is the first year I've been down probably ever where I haven't had shows lined up, videos to shoot, songs to record. This is the first time I actually, truthfully, have ever been here and not been in the recording studio.
Well, I can
Ever.
I can
And
clarify that
for
because when you're
11
down
years.
here, we see you
yeah.
and we want to do something with you, and you're like.
Yeah.
You're like a pinball. I mean,
know.
you're like
we're
all
always
over
like,
the
we're
place.
gonna do something. We're gonna do something.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, it's like you're leaving, and I see you're, okay, I'll be back in like a couple months, and we're like, we didn't get a chance to hang out with you.
Yeah. So this is a good one.
You have a lot of gigs when you get back?
What's that?
Do you have a lot of gigs when you get back?
When I get back to Virginia, I've got some good shows. I'm trying to do more shows this year than gigs.
Yeah.
But we've got, where we live up in Virginia, we've got a lot of really easy to play wineries. They're great audiences. They're really attentive.
No,
it's a great way to build a good fan base who will follow you to the ticketed
I'm
shows.
kind of familiar with the area. I'm trying to figure out where you're at. And we've probably asked this question before.
where you at?
Okay, I'm going to use Luray Caverns as the little place mark.
Lee Ray. It's exactly right. She's right. Lee Ray.
Like Louisville?
No, Lee Ray.
Luray.
Lee Ray.
So I'm going to use.
Thank you, Tiffany.
I'm going to use Luray.
It's very important.
It's not Staunton, Virginia.
It's Stanton, Virginia. Thank you.
Hey, they'll call you a carpetbagger if you say it wrong.
Exactly.
I guess I'm a
right.
carpetbagger. I don't know.
I lived in Winchester.
Oh, she
So
knows.
I said, I taught in Winchester, but it's not Winchester. It's Winchester.
She's talking about Winchester.
Winchester. Winchester Cathedral. I was going to pull. Remember that song, Winchester Cathedral?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to pull that out one day. Now it's in your head.
Anyway.
Isn't it? So
Lee Ray.
let's use
They're using
Luray
Luray.
as the marker. Where do you live from Luray?
From Luray, I'm a couple hours up 81.
Okay.
I work in Berryville, which is close to Winchester. Winchester.
Is it Barry or Barry?
It's Burrville. Thank you. Tiffany knows. She's got it down. It's Burrville.
Barryville.
It was big news last year because who does like the berry? It's like Wendy's or somebody does that. Some kind of drink like the berry. So I don't know, but they came and took over like the whole main street. And
oh my God!
They're in Berryville. People in Berryville were like, "Whoa, we're big time now in Berryville."
We're in Berryville.
But anyway, I'm close to the Potomac River. I'm up in Loudoun County.
Okay,
Virginia.
so for some reason
Dulles Airport.
Dulles area. I figured you were because we have a friend that is just up the mountain holler.
Okay.
What's I can't think of his name now. He worked with you in the inaugural.
Ralph Riddle.
Ralph Riddle, and they've
Army,
got
guy.
They've got a really cool cabins out there that are just super nice.
Called Shadow Mountain.
Shadow Mountain Escape.
Very
That would be
pretty.
something for the two of you to like take a little break, go to Shadow Mountain Escapes.
Olivia and me, great.
They're cabins.
Matt
They're just.
he stays home. Is that what you're saying? Because we're good, right?
Hey, it's a. Y'all can figure that one out.
That'd be great. Olivia's. I gotta say something. I met Matt last year, just a little before New Year's Eve, and we had our first date on New Year's Eve. And I met Olivia soon thereafter. But one of the best things I found out about Matt was that he had this daughter who's not only a fabulous human being, but she's a fantastic songwriter. And she's got all these. Olivia, you do. She's got all these songs. So and she plays ukulele. Uh-huh.
So you know what we call this in radio? Transition to you.
Oh. Well, I just have to say that there's a great talent sitting here and with a great future ahead of her, and she's got a great voice, and she's been singing since she was, what, like 6 or something? Or like publicly with choirs and...
Yeah, I was in my church choir in like elementary school.
And she just sang at the National Cathedral last 2 weeks ago.
Very cool.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. So let me ask this question: What do you consider your writing style or your genre of music that you like to write in? Is it country? Is it pop? Is it Americana? Red dirt.
I don't know. I mean, I think I don't really like try to do a certain genre. I think it just kind of comes out how it does.
Labels.
So, I mean, it's usually like softer kind of music.
Like maybe
acoustic.
like coffee house, like
coffee
house.
Yeah, coffee house and Sirius XM. I listen to.
Oh,
that
interesting.
A lot.
You know what? I don't listen to that much. I mean, I've a couple times in some of the road trips I used to have to take. I'm like, you kind of go through Sirius. You know, it's like Howard Stern, comedy channels. Oh, what's this one? You know, the Coffee House channel and stuff like that. So, well, that's cool. Have you recorded anything yet?
No, I have not.
Soon, we hope.
I bet soon. I bet soon.
Poor Olivia.
You've got a good mentor here.
Oh, she's teaching me too. I was amazed.
But as far as knowing the business a little bit more.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff,
Well,
that's
she's been very gracious. I've dragged her up on stage and embarrassed her so many times. And she just steps right up like a pro and sings.
So, what is your main instrument? Ukulele or?
It kind of switches, but probably ukulele or guitar. I'm not like amazing at either one, but I kind of just switch back and forth. I think, probably ukulele. Okay. I taught myself, so.
So both ukulele and the guitar you taught yourself? Oh, that's kind of cool.
My guitar. So I had a nanny when I used to live in Georgia, and she was in a band and taught me guitar. And so I learned guitar from her, but I taught myself ukulele a couple years later. So. Well,
it's funny because...
Olivia, give her a plug. Give your nanny a plug.
Oh, yeah, give her a plug.
Guitar lessons from...
Sydney Eloise.
Sydney Eloise. And what's her band?
It's Sydney Eloise and the Palms.
And the Palms.
Oh, that's perfect for Coastal Confessions.
That is cool. I like that. that. And
it's called Always Sailing.
Always Sailing. Okay, so I'm going to Always Sailing
There we go.
I'm writing this down right here on my script sheet. And one more time, what was the name?
Sydney, Eloise, and the Palms.
Sydney, Eloise, and the Palms.
There we go.
I'm gonna look that up, listen to their music, and you never know, we might get them on here. And I'm gonna do like a little promo. You know what? You should do the promo. I should get you to do the promo and say these guys are really cool and who you are, and introduce them, and then right into the music we go.
There we go.
That would be kind of fun, and she can help you with that.
So this is Olivia's first night in Key West ever.
Oh, really?
First visit ever.
Well, I hope you enjoy yourself down here because this is a really cool, I'll say experience. Okay, there's a lot of cool things down here.
It's all about the music, though, right?
Yep.
Like the music, and I'll tell you what, go over that cemetery and just walk through it.
Yeah, we were talking about that on the way here.
That is the neatest thing. Tiki Man, Danny Lynn, who owns Tiki Man Radio, when he comes down and stays with us, he stays in our little, I call that the Tiki Hut over there.
The guest room.
And his morning ritual is getting his cup of coffee, and he walks out that door, and he goes over to the cemetery, and he'll walk around. And hang on a second while I squeeze over here real quick, because he just wrote a book this past year while he was down here called Chirpy's Soaring Journey.
Show the camera.
Show the camera. There you go. And we're giving you a shout out. Chirpy's Soaring Journey by Danny Lynn. And it's a really, I have not read it yet. I mean, I should be able to get through that in no time because it's big letters for a 60-year-old guy like me. But it's a children's book, and it's really cool. So, but he wrote that. He got inspired over here in the cemetery.
Got inspired to write a children's book in the cemetery.
Yeah, it just.
In Key West.
But you know, the cool thing is, it's like the inspiration of just walking through there. It's just not about a bunch of dead people over there, but there's a lot of history in there. Yeah. You know,
that's what I was telling Olivia. She's got to see some of the interesting stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of cool things. So that's what I think is neat. And wait a minute. See, this is what's cool. This is Beach Buddha. He found them. What a song. What a song. Cool. What a song list. So yeah. So Beach Buddha's already gone out there, thanks to you. Where'd my other? I got 3 mouses here because I got 3 computers going. Mice. I got Mises. I got Mises. And he said they have a very unique sound. So just by you saying that on the radio.
People are searching.
Chris, who is the Beach Buddha coffee guy out in New Jersey, is actually, he just found them online. And apparently, I bet he likes them. So,
great, yeah.
Well, there you go. So make sure you let her know.
I will.
And then, of course, we got Tad and Lindsay chiming in here again. We see you swing us, seeing you. Something, I don't know what.
We're watching you, watching us.
They're drinking their own beer. That's a good thing. So it's all fun and games until somebody drops a pint. So, well, very cool. Well, I want to get to some more music. Please stick around. Don't go anywhere. We want to get you up here too. We get Matt up here so we can, because I'm sure we're gonna learn some history.
That's right.
Of the Academy.
That's right.
And the shenanigans that they did at the command. I bet there's some coastal confessions in some of this. Yeah, see, look, Michelle.
Oh,
Michelle
yeah.
is saying no. So
That story.
Matt, you want another drink over there? Please drink all you want. Very cool. We're going to get you back on. We're going to do some music, get you back on, find out what else is going on. And I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Show our video, right?
What?
We're going to do our video?
We're
Living
coming
for
up
Saturday
on it.
night?
Actually,
what's in
well, here's what we got. I want to talk about Beach Buddha real quick, and then we're going to get Beach Buddha. If you go out to Beach Buddha Coffee, they have everything about their coffee, all the different flavors, a lot of cool stuff. But the neat thing that they do is they pick Trop Rock Artists of the Month. And Michelle and I have been in it. We've been lucky. Tiffani Green has been one of the selectees in there. They highlighted her for the month. This month is Key West Chris.
Oh.
So we got Key West Chris in there. So I got one of his songs coming up. But again, we appreciate Beach Buddha. I love his coffee. It's the official coffee we drink here at the Beachy Shell Studios, Beachy Shell Hideaway, Beachy Shell Bathroom, Beachy Shell Shower, Beachy Shell Bedrooms. It's all over the house here. And I appreciate when he sends it down to us. And so thank you very much, Chris, for all the support you give us. Go out to beachbuddhacoffee.com and check out all the really awesome gourmet coffee flavors. Order yours today. And we so appreciate all the support we get from them. Let me go back to the YouTube real quick. Michelle Myers, the ambassador's up. She's online. What's up? And let me see. Callie McCool is talking about being lazy. And Michelle Myers, Three Finger Jack Cabernet wine is what she's drinking. All right. And let me see if I missed anything else. Hey, Chris, went to the website, order K-Cups, out of stock. You know what? K-Cups. Just get the regular roast.
Just put your K-Cup, put your stuff
Put it in those
your
plastic
K-Cup.
ones. Save the other stuff.
plastics.
Yeah, get rid of the plastic stuff. Anyway, B-Man and Michelle, this week's Trop Rock Artist of the Month is Key West Chris, My Little Island Town, and then we've got a video coming up with Juliana, Living for a Saturday Night. And I'm going to manage this because I'm hoping it doesn't go to a commercial. So I'm going to be very...
Should have sent you the file.
No, don't worry about it. We're good to go. I wanted to make sure we had you on there. Again, My Little Island Town, B-Man and Michelle's Coast Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio on a Friday night. Hope you guys are having a great time. We are here.
Goodbye, New Jersey, New York too. Said goodbye to old Cape Cod, we'll see you soon. Turned the wheel around and I pointed it south. In my sights, my little island town. Been through the Carolinas, sung Smoky Mountain song. Been to Albuquerque, it's a long time gone. Frozen New Hampshire, I'd get lost in L.A. Time to get my ass back on my way. Goodbye, Georgia, Atlanta too. Said goodbye to Miami, I took off and flew. I can see that I'm in for a test. Pack my bags, I'm heading to Key West. Can't you feel that tropical breeze blowing right by your knee? I wanna wear shorts all of the time, and I can on that little isle of mine. San Francisco too. Been to Oklahoma and the London Zoo. Been around this world, but I feel so blue when I miss my little island town. Barbecue afternoons and hanging at Fort South makes my heart yearn. I can't wait to get back. Drive across that ocean on that old highway. Get myself back on that railroad track. Can't you feel that tropical breeze blowing right by your knee? I wanna wear shorts all of the time, and I can on that little isle of mine.
I'm
Hey, this is Ed the Train Man.
Hi, this is Pat the Pitcher Girl. Come get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man every Monday from 6 to 8 Eastern Island Time. That's 5 to 7 Central Island Time.
So grab a bottle of reggae wine and come join us for our Monday night party. Live from the Paradise Way Studios in Crown Point, Indiana. Right here on Tiki Man Radio.
It could be someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides the peace train. Oh, peace train, take this.
Thank you very much. Thanks for staying. As I said, we got a few more shows down the coast. Drive home carefully tonight. If you can, we'll be in Hawaii in the end of January, and we'll be back here before you know it. Thank you again, everybody, for coming. We love you. Thank you for being fans. We figure we'll close out with a song by a local boy here. I hope you enjoy it. Worked it up just for you. After all the jacks are in their boxes, clowns have gone to bed. You can hear happiness move on down the street. Footprints rested red.
And the wind whispers Mary.
Miss Trevor is sleeping up the broken pieces of yesterday's life. Somewhere a queen is weeping. Somewhere a king has no wife.
And the wind cries Mary.
Traffic lights there turn on blue marble, shining the emptiness on my bed. And that tiny island sags on downstream. There's a life in Now will that wind ever remember all the days it blew in its path? With its crutch, its old age, and its wisdom, this was no, this will be Thank you, Seattle. Thank you, everybody. Good night and God bless. Thank y'all.
You're listening to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions Around the World on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station. What could possibly go wrong?
That's right. What could possibly go wrong on a Friday night? B-Man Michelle's Coastal Confessions. Hey, we're having a great time tonight. We got a house full here. Let me turn you back on over there, Michelle. Go right ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sporting my Teletubby hairdo here tonight.
Your Teletubby hairdo. You got the pink thing or purple thing going on, and
No, that's a triangle. Upside down triangle.
Okay.
Purple upside down.
Well, we need to get Juliana back up here, and we need to get Matt up here, so we can talk about some Academy stuff.
Let's do it.
Fantastic. So, first of all, welcome to the show, Matt. I didn't think you were. You probably didn't think you were going to be on.
Hey, look, this fits him.
Yeah.
Somehow
Very
this
piloty.
This whole getup kind of fits him. You guys look piloty.
Yeah.
Roger. Turning
Roger.
left to 092. Descend and maintain 3000.
Well, you know, I do
Your opening.
my opening show. You have to go back and listen to it because I do that.
Your opening bit.
The airline pilot thing, you know, it's like we're flying at, you know, such and such speed, if, you know, so many knots. Well, hey, we're passing over Key West, and oh, look down, you'll see the Beachy Shell, you know, hideaway, and so people get a kick out of it. I did a space one too, so I did one when we were.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Juliana knows about that.
Our Conch Republic
Aerospace program.
I do not know about that.
Well, you know, okay, so briefly.
You know about the other Conch Republic stuff, the Army, the
Marine Army
Cuties
and
in
all that.
Action, the Marine Army, all the...
Maybe I don't.
Okay. For Conch Republic Days.
Okay, Conch Republic Days are coming up. So they got like, you know, the Conch Navy, they got the Conch Army, the Conch Marine Army.
They always reenact the big thing.
Yeah, they do that. Well, then you have like the CIA, which are the cuties in action. All right, and so it's all, you know, a bunch of these ladies, you know, they're wearing all, you know, of course, the salute is the left-handed salute, not the right-handed salute. And so when we moved here 7 years ago, Michelle and I started well, let me even back up. Do you know that, yeah, there's my uniform.
Wow.
See, you know, show them online, Michelle.
Oh, that's
show them over
good.
here by where you sit, so they can see it. That is our Conch Republic aerospace.
That's your flight suit, I guess.
We're the first two Conchronauts.
Oh my
But
God.
the acronym is crap. So you have to.
Well, so
They also have an air patrol,
so-
which is also crap.
So what happened was, before we moved here, Chris Ream and I actually ran our own presidential party. It was a chillaxing party.
Oh, Lord. Do not show the video.
Yeah, there's a video out there of us one night drunk as hell out here on this back patio, and it was a chillaxing party. And what we did with the chillaxing party was, he was running for president, I ran for vice president.
Oh my gosh.
I kid you not when I say this. We actually got write-in votes. People were sending us what they wrote in on their ballots.
And there was an article in the Huffington Post about you guys.
This might happen again.
This year, you might get even more write-ins.
Yeah. Well, you definitely.
So afterwards, what we decided to do was, we officially said, well, look, we don't recognize the winner of the, you know, last election prior to Biden. So we actually did our inaugural address on the 19th.
That was even before that.
And not the 20th.
This was 2016. You guys.
Yeah, but we did it over at the Little White House. We had a reception at the Little White House.
Oh my God.
We had a boat captain that came in and swore us in. But the funny thing was, we walked up from the
Truman's Little
White House all the way up to the Cork and Stogie where we had our reception.
You went from there to Duval Street and then down Duval to the Cork and Stogie. So, like, we had people on bicycles, like, stopping traffic at the intersection.
Like our Secret Service that were actually stopping traffic, you know.
We were walking by.
And then they're going by and they're going, yeah, we were doing that. And people were like, what the hell, you know? And we were like, hey,
It's
you
Key
know.
West.
And people were yelling, this is the new president, vice president of the United States, you know.
Because we got sworn in a day. You guys got sworn in a day earlier.
A day
so
earlier.
So you did it first.
But from that, one year for the Conch Republic Days, Michelle and I came up with the Conch Republic Air Patrol. Crap. And we thought, well, we'll be, you know, so we gave ourselves a title and everything. Well, from that, went into the Conch Republic Aerospace program, us being the first 2 Concronauts. She worked in missile maintenance, and I had actually applied for NASA with my career field and everything back in the day. We could do that. And so I swear to God, I got a letter around here somewhere that said, thank you very much, but we've chosen other people. So
we've worn our uniforms to Space 220 at Disney World.
They thought we were part of the cast, It's like people
were asking us, like, where's the bathroom?
Where's the bathrooms at? I'm like, if you go right over there, hang a left.
Go down the elevator.
So we've had fun with this. Well, about 2 years ago,
a picture of us at the Space 220 restaurant.
They called us up and said, we want you to be a part. We like what you're doing, all the volunteer stuff and everything, but you got to change the name. And I'm like, no, I'm not changing the name. Like, you guys throw toilet paper out airplanes during the Conch Republic days. You're hitting people with Cuban bread. I can't go around and say crap.
Yeah, you're taking yourselves way too seriously.
So this year they actually finally
recognized
us. So when they did the Conch Republic big ceremony,
they did a change of command.
They actually called out, and they representing the Conch Republic Aerospace program, Commander B-Man and Commander Michelle and
deputy or vice.
It was so cool. I was like, we finally made it here in Key West. We're part of the team. So. Again,
they accepted your crap finally.
They accepted our crap, and we have so much fun. I mean, that's what we do here. That's why you keep coming back.
That's right.
I mean,
that's why
this is the island of misfits. All right, and someday somebody's going to write that.
That's why we're all here.
Someday someone's going to write that song, "Living in Key West, the Island of Misfits," or something.
There's already the song, "The Island of Misfit Toys," right? Why am I such a misfit?
Don't get her on jingles. Oh my God, we'll be here all night.
Jingle, that's from Rudolph.
Well, I know, but even jingles. I mean, she goes crazy. Anyway, so that's our craziness that we live down here, and believe it or not, it is drama at times having to deal with this stuff. So
sounds terrible.
It is terrible. So
you have our deepest sympathies.
Now this is what I think is kind of cool, because when we got talking about Matt here, and you guys talk, you're both Academy grads, and
I said we might have been in the same class, and we were both 88.
Yeah.
So I'm
best to date.
I'm going to leave it at that. You guys, I mean, I find it interesting because a lot of times I run into a lot of her friends, or she'll introduce me, because I've been to the Academy a few times, some of the events, and we stayed in the RV there, a game and stuff like that.
We did the 20th reunion where we went to that one.
But, I mean, there's so many in your class.
Football games.
You graduated with what, 1,080 or something like that?
1,041, I think was official.
It was over 1,000.
Yeah.
First time.
And then, of course, her being from Pueblo, Colorado, if we're down in Pueblo and we're in Walmart, she goes, I think that's my cousin over there. I'm like, we should go say something. She goes,
I'm not sure.
There's like 1,000 of them running around Pueblo. I think I got a lot of cousins here in Pueblo. And I'm like, all right, I get it.
My mom's from a family of 14.
So.
That's like at Juliana's place.
Do you have a lot of family back home?
Yes, I do. We started out with 11 kids, but they were yours, mine, and ours.
Do you have some down in Barrowville and
I do have
Winchester?
some. I do have some in Burrville. I do. Yes, I do.
It was a trial by fire of a second date.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Matt met a whole bunch of them.
Brian gets the wrong side of the family. It's like, oh yeah, I met you at the thing. It's like, no, wrong side of the family.
Well, we go to these family reunions, and I'm like, my God, there's like.
Well, my mom's side of the family
hundreds
does
of them,
family reunions, but then for my dad's birthday, there was a bunch of people there for my dad's, and some of my mom's family was there, but it was mostly my dad's side of the family. And Brian's thinking he met people.
And I'm like, oh, I remember the last one, and she's like, no, you did not meet him. X-May on the family
Other than
A.
that, I'm just like, it's not who you think that is.
So yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. So I just roll with it now. And she's like, do you remember that? I'm like, I don't remember them. I'm like, maybe I do, maybe I don't. So
well, even I mix them up anymore. It's like, I think my one cousin, and actually I knew who it was, but I thought it was an older brother of his who was actually passed away, and I'm so calling him Mark, and it's like Fred. I'm like, oh, sorry.
So I don't know. Don't ask me. I stay out of it. I just introduce me, and she still hasn't taken me to the Garden of the Gods yet. So out there in Colorado
I've gone to the
Springs.
Garden of God since I was in middle school. Holy cow.
So do you miss it out there in Colorado?
There's a saying that it's a great place to be from, but a crappy place to be.
Okay.
I like.
I mean,
Colorado.
But they like crap here, so that's
Yeah.
a good thing. What do we say? It's not a good thing.
Well, I mean,
I very much appreciate the experience. You do something like that 4 years in a row, and you make
Oh, the
friends.
Academy. Yeah, the Academy.
the Academy.
The Academy is not Colorado. I mean,
Right.
Brian's like saying like Colorado.
Oh, Colorado. Yeah.
So, but-
And the thing I do
yeah, you don't miss the Academy.
No, but I mean, we lived at the foot of the Rocky Mountains,
Yeah.
and this
Beautiful.
was really before
So pretty.
mountain biking got really big, and hiking, and on the weekends you just wanted to sleep.
Yeah.
Well,
So there
she's
was-
talked about those. I mean,
Oh, I could sleep. Here's a coastal confession. I mean, when we were 4 degrees, people freshmen, the freshmen have to call minutes before the meals. So before breakfast, you got to get up early and tell everybody it's 10 minutes until you have to be there and everything. So you called 10 down to 7 or 8, and then you got 3 or 4 minutes off, and then you started calling 5 down to 1 before you left. But between that 7-minute mark and the 8 or 7-minute mark, and then down to whatever it was, me and my two roommates and I would literally go into our room, set the alarm, and take a 3 or 4 minute nap before we had to get back up and call the rest of the minutes.
Yeah.
You could be out cold in a couple of seconds and take a 4-minute nap. I mean, you're so tired the whole time. It's
yeah.
well, you know how much I like to sleep anyway.
Well, yeah.
so-
Well, I used to hear all her stories. Shouldn't really talk about them a whole lot now, but she'd tell me all these stories, and I'm like, no, it's not me.
so tired.
They gave you, in a day you had to do, let's say, 50 things or 20 things, but you only had time to do 15.
Yeah.
So you had to cram 20 into the time.
And a regular
Done
load,
purposely,
even
though,
for a
right?
freshman, is 20, 25 credit hours?
Yeah.
You have 6 classes.
The lightest load I ever took in college was 18 credits.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was able to take 15 my last one because actually I failed a couple classes. I was doing some, so they took me out of my major, which actually I all had B's and A's in, but just because of the engineering classes were so rough, and so my last 3 semesters, I think I only had to take 15 credits. So that was much easier than 27, or whatever. So.
Well, I've been out there. I can appreciate what you guys went through. I mean, it's oh my God, it sounds cool, when you get to see the gliders and doing all that kind of stuff. But
the gliders were cool.
I think what you don't realize is all the work that's behind the scenes that you have to do, like you were just talking about.
Yeah, gliders were fun though, because for me I did it in the summer, so that was a
Mm-hmm.
summer program, and then my roommate was on the parachute team, so she loved that. And there was a lot of guys in my squadron that were actually.
Wings of Blue.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. Dave Bezeski. He was the NCAA champion 2 or 3 years in a row for accuracy. So he was the guy who could jump and land
At a
on the
certain
50-yard
spot.
line or on the quarter or whatever.
So who's the big football guy again? I forget.
Chad Hennings.
Chad Hennings.
He's my buddy too.
Did you know Chad very well? No.
Yeah, I knew Chad. We used to hang out. Well, Chad was we were in the same squadron as basics. 'Cause he wanted to be in 21 and I was in 22. So.
I still
we
can't
went from
figure
that.
out how you.
And then he went to.
All the.
Well, squadrons were the way you identified yourself.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
like
you had your own little patch.
It's like your fraternity, kind of.
Exactly. It was like a
Okay,
fraternity.
All right.
It
That
was
makes sense
how
now.
you identified yourself within the whole population of the academy.
Okay. That makes more sense because she's already talked about it. I'm just 11 and 12
And there were
20s
two big-
and 21.
That's the people you live with. That's the
Right.
100 and something people that you spend all this time with. Yes, Tiffany.
How about Mookie?
Mookie, I'm trying to. He was in the squadron next to me, which I believe was 2310. But he is running. Yeah, and he is running for congressman in West Virginia.
In West Virginia.
in their district.
Yeah.
What was he, a brigadier?
Brigadier General, Adjutant.
Yeah, because he was a tag, I'm guessing.
He was the
Tag for West Virginia?
He was in charge of the
Air National Guard.
West Virginia Air National Guard.
I haven't met him.
You know him? Yeah, I've met him. Yeah. Yep. I've
You know,
met him.
I'm going to have to ask some questions because, I mean, a lot of those guys and gals floated through the Readiness Center or the, the Guard Bureau up there in Crystal City where we were at, but
Yeah, I'm not sure how.
I wouldn't be surprised if I met him before. I
It
mean,
may have been more recently, though, since you retired. You retired like 20-something years ago.
oh, shit, you're right.
So
It has been a
He
while.
wasn't the tag back then. You know?
Well, no, but I mean, if he was in the Air National Guard back then, well, he probably wasn't. So it's been 20 years. Good God. I can't believe it.
Yeah, you retired in what?
2002, yeah.
Yeah. So 22 years ago, you retired.
Yeah, that was a good
You really
year.
need to be that accurate.
Oh, she keeps me on track because
But yeah,
I'm
so
60. I can kick.
yeah. Like you were saying, it's like your squadron is like your fraternity. I mean, that's the
Right.
people you live with.
You do everything with, and if it's not your squadron, it's the people that you have the same academic
Yes.
major. That
Okay.
That
you have a lot of
major,
classes.
Or if you're on a
Intercollegiate team.
yeah.
I was a soaring instructor, so guys
Soaring
that were
guys, yeah.
were soaring instructors.
Oh wow, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
She got me a glider ride one time.
Moriarty down
Oh
in
my
New
God, that was
Mexico
lot of
has a
fun.
really big soaring program. And I think
Mm.
they've actually sent some academy cadets in the last 20 years or so
Mhm.
down there in the summer because
I-
they were doing something or whatever.
So my roommate and I, for our summer leave, for our summer vacation, we went to Hawaii because his brother was a Marine.
Mhm.
And the Civil Air Patrol was flying, checking Civil Air Patrol cadets out and soloing them. And some of our friends had gone over there. So we showed up, and a couple of these Civil Air Patrol cadets had not finished. And they're like, would you like to fly with these guys and finish them off and get them to solo? I'm like, yeah, sure. And at the end of the day, they said that we could go ahead and go up in a glider and stay up as long
you
as we
could.
wanted.
As long as you could.
And this was
It's the coolest thing.
it was like a
oh my God,
little
yeah.
old Army airfield on the north shore of Hawaii, and there was this beautiful breeze that came up off the
kinds of
ocean,
thermals, huh?
went up the mountain,
Oh my God.
and you get up there and
That
you
had
just
to have
fly
been-
back and forth over the mountain, and you get higher
thermals,
and
yeah.
higher and
Well, that's kind
higher.
of like Albuquerque. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we had the Sandias there, and
Yep.
they're on the other side. They're east of it. And
Mhm.
And the academy sometimes. You
Oh,
get
yeah.
some thermals.
yeah, we'd
Oh,
take it
yeah.
up there, and he's just like, find the thermal, and next thing you know, you're going higher and higher. And I'm just, that's my first time ever. I've never done it
Now,
since.
I told him how
but-
cool it is because it's so quiet.
Oh
You know,
my
once you
God,
get
it
released
was-
from the tow plane, and it's just like so quiet. It's really pretty.
Yeah, that was an awesome feeling, and like I told the guys that I go, well, I'm a pilot. I've flown, and he's like, oh, okay, great. And he's like, do you want to try it? So we did it, and she got the acrobat one.
Well, I had got you the acrobatics because I thought that would be
Nice.
fun.
Yeah, oh my
But
God.
the guy in front of him got sick, so they landed early, and then he got extra time anyway. So he got because you could get the longer time or
Mhm.
the acrobatics.
Right.
So he wound up getting both. So
Nice.
it was cool.
Oh my God, it was a great
Yeah, you
time.
got 45 minutes, and you got.
I felt so comfortable, and I'm like,
aerobatics.
he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, dude, I'm fine. This is a blast, And then finally, I got to do some stuff, and then I was like, hey, he says, we got to head back.
He's
I
like,
said,
can I land?
Can I land it? He goes, no.
You only get one shot.
I was like,
There's
I
no-
felt comfortable, though. I was like, I
There's
think
no-
I could do this.
There's no going around in a glider.
No, you're right. But I felt confident. I'm like, I could probably do this.
I remember when I
you know?
soloed, it was so weird because I was teeny tiny back then. I was like, 115 pounds. And my instructor was a female, and she wasn't super heavy, but, she was probably 130, 135. So when you solo, all that weight back there is not there anymore. So, we get to go, and it's like, nose up. I can't see the runway. I'm like zooming around, but I'm like, I thought for sure the tow plane was going to release me before, we got going. But nope, those guys were World War II guys or whatever. I don't remember the heck. Could
Those
take
guys
anything.
had so many hours, and that's how pilots, their experience is based on hours of flight.
Yeah.
they had so many hours that
Hardly anything phased those.
the way they logged everything was not hours, but how many toes. And there were those guys had tens of thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands of toes.
Wow.
So yeah, I thought they were gonna release me, but no, they got me up there, and
Mm-hmm.
once they released me, I was cool. I was like, okay, now I'm good, and I did all right. Came around and I guess I did a pretty good landing because my instructor came out afterwards, and she's like, yeah, it's like they saw your landing, and it's like they were thinking if you wanted to stay in the soaring program and maybe be an instructor. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
It's like that was cool, but
You white knuckle all the way down.
I was still in the gymnastics team then and everything,
Right.
and so wouldn't worked out. But
Oh my god.
I took my dad up in a glider, and it was August in the D.C. area, super hot. And we
where did
climbed
they do the gliders in D.C.?
at Warrenton,
Huh.
southwest of
Oh,
D.C.
that's right. I forgot all about that.
So we took off and we climbed up, and after you disconnect from the tow plane dives off to the left, and you turn to the right, and it's and that's what, okay, we're going to stall the airplane, which to a normal person is like, are you insane?
Yeah.
And because a glider has long, thin wings and produces a lot of lift, when that lift goes away, the nose drops. It's pretty dramatic.
Mhm.
And you think,
He said he did some aerobatics. So I think I did some.
but all you do is you drop it like 100 feet, you get enough airspeed, and you fly
right-
away.
yeah,
So
pull
we
right
did
out of
that.
it.
Everything's great. So we did that, and I was like, how was that? He goes, that was okay. And he's in the front of the glider, so he can't even see the wings. He's like on the tip of a pencil. So we turn back around. I go, hey, Dad, let's do this again. No, I don't think this is a good idea. Come on, this will be fun. No, I don't want to do that. And he could feel the nose starting to rise up. And then the dad voice comes.
No.
God damn it, I said no. And then I became a child again. I'm like, okay, Dad, we're just going to fly around, do some nice shallow turns. We're going to look at the Virginia countryside.
Oh my god.
And then we'll come in and land.
That was like one of my instructor pilots. He was 300 pounds. Old colonel getting ready to retire.
In Germany, right?
No, that was McGuire when I was stationed at McGuire Air Force Base. And he's taking me out, giving me some recurring stuff.
And what kind of aircraft were you guys with his?
It was a 182, I think it was at the time.
I thought he had some other.
He had
unusual.
he had all kinds of stuff. He had twin engines. I mean, he owned half the Aero Club over there. So he's like, all right, we're gonna go up. All right, go up. And of course, the one we had, the wings, the student had crash landed it between some trees and sheared the wings off of it. So they put the wings back on, but when they put the wings back on, the aerodynamics of it was still a little off. So when you took off, you had to give it a lot of right rudder.
But when you soloed.
Yeah. Well, the solo was bad, but when he got in there, it's like, especially when he was on the right side, you really had to like put a lot of extra in, because you're taking off and you're like, I was left forward. I was like, dang, but yeah, he was a big, and then, you're flying along, and he's like, all right, he gave me like, I want you to do this. All right, I'm doing that. Next thing you know, he's like, my airplane, we're like silent. He's like, look at the deer. They are looking so nice today. And I'm like, your airplane, I'm just like, thank God he finally retired. And I just ran into him on Facebook here recently. Red Batriel, big old 300-pound guy.
He might be listening to your show.
I doubt that. I'm sure Red's probably way past all that. So, but no. So it's really cool. I think it's neat. I find it fascinating when Michelle hooks up with some of her academy.
Like I said,
Or the fact that Juliana knew you guys for 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
Longer than that,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then all.
Yeah, we have known you.
The other day, it was
Yeah, because
like,
we've lived here for 7 years, and I think we've known you since before we lived here.
At least at least 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, and like I said, we don't get to spend a whole lot of time with you because, like I said, when you're down here, you're recording, you're doing this, you're doing that. We're running opposite directions, and then next thing you know, it's like we're apologizing to one another, and hopefully next time we get together.
Right.
But I think what's kind of cool is I need to get some information from you for Beach Buddha because you're going to be the trop rock artist for Beach Buddha for March.
Does that mean I need to write some trop rock songs?
You know what? It really
Your
it's.
song, because you're a Key Wester.
I call
Does
it
Big Old
coastal
Yellow
Americana.
qualify?
I mean, really, a lot of the people he's out on there,
Your
they're
video-
not.
Big O Yellow Conch.
What's that?
Big old yellow conch.
Big old yellow. Yeah, big old yellow. Actually, but when we recorded that in Nashville in Ocean Way, my producer Bill Vornick said to the whole session, all the session players, all right, guys, she's half of her life is in Key West or whatever. Half of her world is Key West. So give this a Key West flair.
Vibe.
Give this a Key West. Yeah, that's what they did. So it stands out from the other songs on the album.
Well, I think we're always excited when we know you're in town. We're just like, oh my God, Juliana's here.
Too.
And
I get excited when I know I'm in town.
how can we? We want to meet up with you and hang out with you. It's kind of like when Tiffani comes down
well,
here.
now I know Tiffani, so I'm so excited because I'm going to hang out with her all the time when I come to town.
I mean,
and she and I know, and she knows she's going to teach me how to say all the things right. Like, Lou Ray.
Lou Ray.
Got it. Lou Ray.
And what was it? Booberry?
Well, she's from my neck of the woods, like up in
Burrillville.
Burrillville. There you go.
Burrillville.
Not Booberry, but Burrillville.
Burrillville.
Fantastic. Well, I need to get some more music so we can share some more stuff. And we're going to come back, probably get you back on here if you want, or Tiffani, whoever.
Tiffani, we were gonna sing a duet together on your show.
Who?
I think,
you and Tiff?
Tiffani and me, yeah.
We get Olivia too. Let's
just ad-lib it, the three
see how
girls.
quickly she jumped. She's like, what?
What?
So, yeah, we got all
Yep.
kinds of stuff up here. So
There's
pick
two
your poison.
ukuleles and two gutaleles.
Perfect.
and a mandolin. So
And,
Who's Amanda Lynn? Is she coming to be on the show too?
mandolin.
I can play.
When is she coming?
Mandy Lynn.
They all probably need strings.
Well, I got talking to Emily when she was on, and I didn't know that she played mandolin because she pulled the mandolin out.
She did it. I saw her do it at Scott Kirby's show last
And-
week in Annapolis.
And she's like, funny story. You know how she's very like, and she's like, there's a funny story to that.
Yeah.
And she got telling me about it and on the show, and I thought that's pretty cool. She's like, I self-taught myself. I had some guy that helped me. She had somebody that
She did a great job.
and she did. She's a quick learner,
Yeah.
and she did super well, super well. So all right, let's get some more music, and thank you guys for jumping in here and making the show what it is. We appreciate it. So thank you, Matt. And
You're welcome.
Be a Man and Michelle's Coast Confessions. That's what you're listening to tonight here on a Friday night right here from Key West, Florida. And we're having such a great time. And let me see. Next week's show, we've got Jockey Jord coming in. He is a local artist, and he's up for some Iggy Awards this year. So we're going to get him on the let me get the camera on me here. There we go. We're going to get him on the show, and we're going to find out what he's doing, what's going on, his music. It's a great little story about him and how we met, and I want to save it for next week so you get a chance to figure out who this guy is and how we met, and it's really cool. So let's get to some more music. I forgot about this. Donnie Brewer is in town, and I think on Sunday, Donnie Brewer and I are going to get together and have a beer or two and catch up on what's going on in his world.
At the Pint?
We might be at the Pint. We're trying. I'll get him down at the Pint. We'll make that a point to go to the Pint. And but he is playing at Gypsy's, a little backyard thing that she does at the Octopus. So he was doing that this weekend. And so we're going to see Donnie at some point. I think that's kind of cool. So in celebration of Donnie being down here, I got a Donnie song. It's Blues Lagoons, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Friday night. We appreciate it.
I know a place on an island far away where the cool cats from the jungle and the ocean come to play. And when they get together, sweet music by the bay. Hey! The monkey lays a funky beat down on a bamboo log. Dolphins slapping tails in time with the crickets and the frogs. Hear the king crab a castor ring while the toucan sings this song. Singing whoa, 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 whoa. Say whoa, 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 whoa. Sing a little tune, howl at the moon, down at the Blues Lagoon. conga line. Flamingos in the lead. Got the shark at the shipwreck bar. He's serving fruity drinks. The orangutan does his thing like you ain't never seen. Go, go. And he said, oh, 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 well, well. Singing, oh, 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 well, well. Sing a little tune, howl at the moon, down at the Blues Lagoon. Now Simba plays marimba on Mr. Turtle's shell. And I don't know where the cow came from, but he plays a mean cowbell. And the mermaids go. Yeah. And the monkeys say, ooh, 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 ooh. Said sing a little tune, howl at the moon, down at the Blues Lagoon. With the octopus, now he's the man who leads this rockin' tropic band, plays percussion and quadruple pans. He calls it the A-tentacle jam.
Hey, this is B-Man, and you're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle right here on Tiki Man Radio. And coming at you is some brand new music. Enjoy.
You hoisted up your sails, you caught a nice tailwind. You probably set a course for the bright Pleiades. Traveling song lines that only dreamers see. Farewell, Godspeed. I wish it smooth sailing. Take that barrel, roll into the sun. We will follow in your wake, listening to your songs. Here's to you, sailor, may your music live on. Now you've got oceans of time to navigate those cosmic seas. I'm sure there's a universe just out there somewhere waiting to hear your melodies. And I wish it smooth sailing.
sun. We will follow in your wake, listening to your songs. Here's to you, sailor, may your music live on. We'll plug in our blenders, play all those tunes from A1A to a beach house on the moon. You took us all the way to paradise. Now we should smooth sailing, take that barrel roll into the sun. We will follow in your wake, listening to your songs. Here's to you, sailor, may your music live on. Yeah, we'll follow in your wake, listening to your songs. Here's to you, sailor, may your music live on. On and on, on and on.
You're listening to Coastal Americana Radio on Tiki Man Radio. Your happy place. Come along for the ride.
Hi, this is Bill Crowley. I've got the beautiful Sean Crowley right by my side, and we're listening to Coastal Confessions. Let's get back to that show.
Hey, thank you, Bill Crowley, for introducing us back to the show, B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions. And let me see. Let me get, we got Juliana coming in. Hello.
I'm here.
Breaker 19, Breaker 19.
Oh, now I feel like you and Matt.
Hey. Oh, she's got the headset on.
Oh, I love it. Fantastic. We just got the coolest video. I can't wait to show it because it'll be on next week. Oh my God, that is really cool.
Oh, that was them landing tonight.
Matt, thank you so much. That is so cool. I'm assuming you're up in the cockpit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh my God, were you flying in? Or, no, you're just sitting
Just
up there.
in the jump seat.
Oh, I'm loving it. Oh my God. All right, Danny Lynn, I got some better stuff than you now. I love it. Thank you so much.
You need to dub your intro to that.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, this is the Captain Green speaking. And I just want you to know that if you've never flown into Key West Airport, we're going to have a great time.
You know what? Check this out.
That's a great idea.
I really need to this is the stuff I like for the different intros. I mean, I'm always coming up with something, quirky. And
I loved the very first time we flew into Key West. This is the funniest thing. I wish I had video of it. So the captain did come on and say,
I gotta show this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking.
Look at this right there. That is a really cool
Just
picture.
to let you know, if any of you have never flown into the Key West Airport, at about 30,000 feet, we're going to make a dramatic drop, and please hold on and don't be afraid. We're also Delta pilots, and this is the shortest runway that the 737 is allowed to land
Delta always
on.
does that. Delta. They like to torture people about
Just
20
to let
minutes
you know,
out.
And it was like, just to let you know, we know what we're doing, and it's going to be an exciting ride.
But you always have somebody next to you who grabs your hand.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God,
So,
and
look,
they're suffering.
I grew up flying in and out of Charleston, West Virginia. So at least here, if you miss, like if you run off the runway, you go into the marsh pond. If you miss the runway in Charleston, West Virginia, you go right off the side of the mountain.
Well, I'm here to tell you that a lot of times when I went out flying and doing the stuff with, the Air National Guard folks will let me.
And I'm not making fun. I'm
would let
just
me sit in the
recounting
cockpit.
exactly what they said.
I got to sit in a cockpit and do some really cool things. So
I also will tell you that the first time we flew into Key West, we drank the plane dry.
Drank the plane dry?
Well, not personally. There was not one bit of alcohol left on that Delta flight, and they don't restock alcohol from Key West back to Atlanta.
I don't know if I ever told. I don't know if I ever told this story.
Confession.
It is a bit of a confession. It was like one of my first TDYs coming out of Germany. What are you doing there, Michelle?
Drinking and
Michelle
sweating.
has assumed the position, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, she's on the couch. She's actually want me to rig a special microphone over there to kind of. Yeah. Well, we can't hear you from over the couch.
You just need a boom. just put it up. Just a boom mic.
Yeah, she wants me to hook something up because about this time, between 9:30 and close to 10, she's kind of like, I'll be on the couch for the rest of the show.
Usually, Mike is sitting there. He's over there.
Oh, he's over there. All right. So this is the part of the show when it gets crazy.
Okay, Brian, tell us your confession.
I think Juliana was like,
I'm bright-eyed now. I'm wide-eyed.
What's going on?
What's going to happen?
Brian, what is your confession? Tell us the story you've never told.
So my first, I've been on many TDYs, but the one TDY leaving out of leaving out of Germany going to McGuire, because it was like I was with a bunch of these guys. And we get on this. It was a 747 out of Frankfurt going into Philadelphia. No, going into New York. Sorry, going into New York, and there was hardly anybody on the 747. And we just no, it was just I even forget what airline it was at the time, but we were drinking Beck's beer.
I know this story.
The whole way.
Tell it on the air.
So we get, I don't know, it's a long flight, and we drank them out of Beck's. All of us drank them out of Beck's. So we started drinking more stuff. So we're about 2 hours out, and of course, they're giving you kind of like, all right, we're going to do this and do that, and we get prepared, and I'm like, I better go to the bathroom, because we're almost 2 hours out, and I better go pee. So I go to the bathroom. By the time I get there, we're like about 45 minutes out, and they're kind of getting.
It took you that long to get there?
We're still drinking beer. We're having a good time.
You don't want to break the seal.
Hey, once it's gone, it's like so. So I go back to the bathroom, and I fall asleep.
Oh yes.
And they're banging on the door, boom, 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 and I'm like, whoa, what the hell's going on? So I'm like, oh, I'm in the bathroom. I must have fallen asleep.
Oh my God.
So I open the door, and the flight attendant, she's like all freaked out. She's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I just had to pee.
Sir, I'm sorry, sir. It took you 45 minutes to pee. I think we're going to have medical transport when you get to the gateway.
I get back to my seat, and the guys are like, where in the hell have you been?
I was peeing.
I had to pee, It's like... But you were back in 45 minutes. You're like, pee. I was like, I think I fell asleep on the toilet.
45-minute pee.
Oh, my God. Like I said, we drank them out of Beck's, and it was a long evening because we got into New York, and it was a very long layover before we can catch a little puddle jumper down to...
I love that you call them puddle jumpers, because that's what we used to call them out of Charleston when Eastern Air...
Eastern, oh my God! Now you're showing your age,
right? And when I lived on the Panhandle of Florida, I was in we were just talking about this, between Pensacola and Panama City, and you couldn't take a flight out of Fort Walton Beach. I mean, you could.
All right, Michelle's coming up because this is kind of cool.
I took one flight from this was years ago. I took a flight from Fort Walton Beach to Pensacola. to get to Atlanta to get to Charleston, West Virginia. 8 seats. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Uh-huh.
That was it.
You should have seen the ones we were on in Beckway.
You should have seen the one we rode out of Beckway going up
That
to...
was a puddle jumper.
Where
with,
we were going?
I mean, that was a prop.
To St. Vincent.
St. Vincent. Oh, my God.
It took an hour and 12 minutes.
I swear to God,
Which should have been a 20-minute flight.
I think people brought their damn chickens on board, and it's like...
I had a full-size suitcase in my lap.
Yeah. This was...
I don't even know where our suitcase
What the hell airlines was that? Out of... we came out of...
It wasn't actually Beckway. It was that fancy place.
Well, it always scares you when they weigh you before you get on the
But
plane.
we went through
to see
Beckway,
where
didn't we?
you're going. You should sit, and then you get on. They weigh everybody. Have you ever done that from a small
there was
island?
no weighing going
Everybody
on
gets
here.
weighed. Your luggage is weighed, and then they go, "Can you please sit over there?" And can you sit over there?
That
And you're like,
happened
"Oh, if it's that
many
tenuous."
times leaving out of Fort Walton to Pensacola.
Yeah.
There was no weighing
Oh,
going
this
on
one...
there.
It was supposed to be Kanawha on up to St. Vincent.
But we had to stop in...
So at the last minute, they go, well, we got to make a quick stop in Beckway to throw 2 people off.
Yeah, 2 people decided they need to get...
So we're like, okay.
Watching the flight on Brian's phone.
So we're like...
That's your
My phone, yeah.
So we're like, oh, my God, so it's all right. So we get on board, and our seats are like all the way up by the cockpit.
Oh, sorry.
With this other couple that was traveling with us. Now, they've never seen any of this stuff. I mean, to me, I'm just watching. I'm like, oh, wow, that's kind of cool. Oh, yeah. I'm into it,
And he's really tall.
And so, yeah, he's really tall. He's got like his leg kind of all the way up in the cockpit. I mean, he's a tall dude, and I'm
Got
just
1 foot up,
I'm
like
don't
we
put
drive
don't put your foot
in
on
West
the rudder,
Virginia.
all right? That's for the pilot to do that. You don't touch any of that stuff, But
oh my God.
I mean, it was that packed, and I get in there, and this other guy across from me stuck his luggage in my seat, and I'm like, well, shit, I can't.
So he picks it up and holds it.
So he
in
picks
his
it up and he holds his luggage like this. There's no putting anything under the seat. Michelle's holding hers on hers. I'm just like, okay.
No seat belts, no.
I hope we make it to St. Vincent. Because, these guys are like, and they're flying, and they're just in and out. I'm just like, all right, Caribbean flying. It was the coolest thing.
I often wonder about seat belts on an airplane.
Yeah, let's say.
I mean, it could get bumpy, but...
No, it's good for, like, turbulence.
Oh, and
Yeah.
I get it, but...
Not so much for landing.
Okay, so I didn't want to say it out loud.
Not for landing, but
I didn't want to say it out loud, but
in air.
If you're crashing. I mean,
do we
it's-
need... I don't know. I just thought seat belts on an airplane.
No, if you need that, you'd be better with the 4-point.
Yeah.
Point.
Hey.
Or if it's a Boeing 7.
You know what?
If
Mike
the Boeing
always
door,
has something great to say. If the door flies off
when the
you're flying,
Boeing door flies
seatbelts are
off at
important.
Keep you from getting
13,000
sucked
feet.
out.
Yeah. No, my seatbelt's always on. If I'm
I have
sitting
mine
there,
on, too.
it's always on because, hey, sometimes you hit that. I call when you're driving down the road and you hit that chuck hole.
Yeah.
Well, you have them in the air too, and sometimes they're bigger. And you get that big chuck hole, and you're like, whoa.
It's a West Virginia pothole.
Yeah. Over by
People live in them.
Over by Luray.
Luray Cavern.
I've been to Luray Caverns.
There we go.
Pretty cool.
Speaking of homeless, we had a lot of
I'm not
homeless today
yet.
on plogging. We had a lot of plogging. We had
You
a
had
great
homeless
plogging time
ploggers.
today. We were plogging this morning. We picked up 504 pounds of trash.
Holy
56
crap.
volunteers out there.
So I always forget about
Crazy.
plogging.
Well,
Friday morning.
and then we went over to Goldman's.
8
I went on Sunday.
You didn't ask me to go.
I told my parents.
Okay.
'Cause they're
that's-
cheap.
That's important.
They like cheap.
Have you been to Goldman's?
Many years ago.
We're taking her.
I don't get
Oh, my
uptown very
God,
often.
Goldman.
We're taking her. We're going
I
to pick
told
you up.
Matt
We're
it's
going.
a big deal when you have to go
Make her
uptown on
take
this
you
island.
to Goldman's.
I-
And you get there before 10, and you get the early bird special.
Oh, it's the best.
It's an egg.
No, 2 eggs.
2 eggs, but scrambled or whatever you want, and you get grits or home fries, and you get a bagel and a cup of coffee.
$6.95.
$6.95.
There you go.
You can't,
In America.
In
America,
in America.
like real bagels.
In Concord Public, America. So we stopped in there today. Ray and Harriet was there with us, so I had a chance to finally sit down with them and chit chat and just all kinds of fun stuff. So
Nice.
But yes, make her take you to Goldman's.
Got to go to Goldman's.
We're going to Gold.
And if she won't get up, take Olivia.
We so years ago, before a couple of our friends moved out of town, because it happens so frequently, people just up and leave the island, and it's sad. But we had a whole little group called the Goldman's Girls.
Oh,
I was Blanche.
That's funny.
So, what is your favorite place, Juliana?
Favorite here?
I mean,
yes.
when you come to Key West, what is the one thing, or maybe
You
two
have to
things
do.
you have to do?
I don't know. Everything.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Well, you can't do that here.
No, it
You can't-
depends.
You can't
like,
do
for what,
that.
For happy hour, for breakfast.
What's your favorite happy hour? How about that? Good, Michelle. Good.
I'm just a sound check at the Parrot Girl, so I'm gonna
But
do.
that's only popcorn.
But you know, I very rarely-
Mike? Popcorn.
That's good. Coming off the beach.
I would say
Well, you
my
know-
favorite happy hour.
I very rarely go to the Green Parrot. I should go more. I don't know why I don't go. I just
Look, you know what?
That sits between Alonzo's
Right now-
and Martin's.
The Parrot is packed.
Who's down there tonight?
Peach, fish long, something about the fish and the.
I don't know. You got me.
Well, they play Fish and Dead
Oh, okay.
and.
Oh, they're like a tribute band.
Yeah.
Okay, tribute band. So I have no clue who's
Not
down
Dawn
there
and the
tonight. I don't even know.
No, Pink.
I don't go that often.
I got to do Blue Heaven, but I
Yeah.
got to but just to play it, and then you get to eat Richard's famous pancakes, the best
So
pancakes.
Blue Heaven for breakfast.
Blue Heaven for brunch.
Brunch.
Salute, you got to go to Salute because you got to do.
Oh, I got a bad
gotta do
muscle
it.
there once.
They have
Keep
good.
talking.
What's the clams linguine?
It used to be the
Ooh,
Banana
yeah.
Cafe. I had to go to Banana Cafe for
That's
their crepes because they were the real thin,
The real deal.
real
Yeah,
French crepes. You know, not the thick
But for
ones.
dinner, they also
Like
usually
the
have a good
Americans
mushroom
make.
ravioli.
That's a pancake. The thick ones are the pancake.
They are like
We don't get
pancakes.
down there much since the cork and stogie isn't.
We don't either.
Oh, the cafe. I got to eat at the cafe because it's healthy and it's delicious and it's always
Cafe,
the cafe.
across from
right here, right on Southern,
Across from Heroes.
Oh,
near the old.
I never
Next to
think
Mr.
about them.
Z's.
Next to Mr. Z's.
That's where you guys went last night, right?
Last time we were last week.
A couple
whatever.
days ago.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
ate
whatever.
today at Caroline's.
Yeah, 'cause
I
we were trying
heard
to-
that.
Did you like
Yeah.
Caroline's?
It's they used to have the best conch chowder because they're owned by the same people that own Fogarty's and probably a bunch of other things.
Brian likes the white conch chowder,
And
so
what's the
we're-
other one up the street? Way up the street.
Jack Flats.
Jack Flats. Yep. But
No
they-
longer
they-
Mangoes. Mangoes
they
is
used
not
to have
with
the
them anymore.
best conch chowder
But
ever.
you're talking red though, right?
Yeah.
Brian likes the white.
I want
That's
the
the
white.
good one, but that's what it is.
You want the New England.
I
you
want
don't
the,
want
I want the white conch
That ain't
chowder.
Key West conch chowder, baby.
care.
It's red spicy.
There's several places here.
I mean, I'll eat the reds, but I love, and Willie T's
Used to have it. I
used to
don't know
have
if
a
they
really good.
Don't laugh,
White.
but I had a cup of chowder, spicy chowder at
Chowder.
Schooner.
Schooner.
Not kidding.
They used to have
It
a
was
really
nice and spicy, and there was a lot of conch in it. It was really good.
I'm always like leery of their.
Just don't look. Eat and
What?
don't look.
where.
Ooh.
Schooner Wharf.
Oh, Brunswick's too.
Oh.
They don't make that down here though.
No.
do they?
Brunswick.
Oh.
Oh, that's the first time I ever had Brunswick stew in Floyd at Floyd's Country Store. Do you know where that is?
In Floyd, Virginia?
County. In Virginia.
In Floyd, Virginia.
Yeah, they do
You
a
know
Friday
who's from
night
Floyd,
famous
Virginia?
bluegrass jam.
Morgan Wade. I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, there you go.
Because Floyd,
Floyd's,
Virginia.
Floyd's
No, we
the
don't-
place.
we don't know
Floyd's Country
Morgan.
Store. Right. Thank you,
that's
Matt.
where she started playing. Morgan Wade. She was just here for the Mile Zero. I've been listening to her since she was 16 years old.
Yeah, she was just
And she's from there?
She says, and I cover one of her songs.
Oh.
there
actually,
you
I
go.
covered two.
It's all coming together. Stew, Chowda, Brunswick stew, and then
And Morgan.
Morgan.
and Morgan
Floyd.
Wayne.
Hey, so Beth Schreier, who's
I love
listening
Beth.
tonight.
Hi, my sister from another
Hello,
mister.
Beth. She goes, Goldman Girls, Tiffany, Janet, Danny, and myself.
See?
See?
I
So,
told
yeah.
you we were the Goldman girls. We were going to get T-shirts made. We also played bingo on Mondays. And Janet was serious. She brought glue sticks.
Glue sticks? What the hell you bring glue sticks for?
Because at the Parrot, they have the fans going so much
they
that your
blow
cards
up.
blow away.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
I know nothing.
I don't know nothing.
Stupid.
I'm just like, hey, I'm like, I felt stupid when.
You want to play bingo Monday? Wait, I got to go to something Monday.
I'm gonna go see Larry at the jazz room. It's happening on
So
Monday
I got to
nights,
play it off the
jam.
hook from 4 to 6, and then there's at the Pint. Is Larita's thing at the Pint?
Oh, that's right.
But wow, we're leaving Monday.
Yeah, we'll be in Miami.
We're in
Oh,
Miami.
crap,
We're in
crap.
Miami for our VA appointments for Tuesday. So we're actually going up for. I have to get a new battery for my sat phone. I mean, look at that thing. I mean, I know you can't see it on camera very well, but
the heck is
that battery is swollen. So
Had it since
I need to get a new
Irma.
one. So
But what's that for?
Satellite phone.
I have a satellite phone.
It's for secret.
I am
secret stuff.
Hurricanes.
I am Mr. Emergency Manager. That's what I did after.
I know that's what you
so
did.
I have a sat phone. I've got
No, we
3
have a satellite
generators. I've got
For
water bladders.
when we
you
can't
name
get
it.
any
I
cell
got
phone
it.
coverage after a hurricane.
Then I'm
Oh,
coming
yeah.
to live with you.
Well, we're gonna have a
We
party.
have, 3 generators? We got.
I got 2 bottles of Big Maker's Mark up there that I'm just waiting for the.
You got a Knob Creek. And,
See, I got all the. If
Brian, how many bottles of Makers and or liquor did you get for your birthday? I never heard the
I
final
know I
Tony.
got a bunch, didn't
At
I?
least 10.
I gave you one.
I made out like a fat rat in a
I'd
cheese
say
factory.
10. Counting wine. But, yeah.
Hell yeah! I walked around like going, check this out.
Nice.
I think I slept with them that night too. I was like, I'm loving you guys.
Well, glass is nice and cool.
Hey, I love my Maker's Mark. It's like,
No, we got a lot
I know.
of stuff.
what's this wee stuff?
I even
It
got
was
a
my birthday.
I got a rum.
But
No,
you know what?
I got a rum and you drank the damn
Were
thing.
you going to drink it?
She was all involved in what to get Brian for his birthday.
Were you going to drink the rum?
Probably not. But
So
no,
we're-
hey, here's the funny way, because so I'm sitting here at Radio Central here at the desk, and Bobby calls, and she's like, she puts it on
speaker,
and she's like, hey darling, I'm out. I want to get Brian a birthday gift, blah 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 blah. What kind of Maker's Mark does he like? And
46.
So no, I'm looking. I'm like, what do we have? And I'm like, she's like, how about this French oak? I was like, do you have French oak?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, French oak. I'm like, she doesn't know that. This is like a birthday present. So I'm like, I ran back here. I'm like, la 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 la. I don't know anything
But
about
actually,
this.
you did. We already had a French oak. You finished it, so that's okay.
But no. Hey, I turned 60. Thank you everybody who came to the party. We had a great party. Too bad you weren't here.
I know.
Juliana.
You would have loved that.
I would have been.
It was a dress-up party.
Girl, I was wearing a red sequins tux tail jacket.
Nice.
And leggings.
It was a.
It was great.
It was a dress-up party because Lindsay
From the Pint
had said, I want to go to a. That's what Michelle wore right there. Make sure you say, yeah, show them on the camera, Michelle, because no one knows what's going on here. That was their dress.
Nice.
But she's like, I want to go to a dress-up party. I want to dress up formal.
She didn't say it exactly like that. She said, I want to go and I want to have a dress up party.
Yeah.
I want to wear a dress.
Because she's British, and she's like, Era, I want to dress up.
Fluffy.
Yeah, oh my
And
God.
she looked amazing.
She looked awesome, and of course her husband Tad showed up. Owners
In a
of the
tux?
Pint, and no, he had that
Shirt.
Had the captain's thing on.
Oh, that's
he had
right.
the
He looked
captain's
like
hat, and like Captain
Stubing.
Showed
The
up in his little captain's.
love boat. Soon we'll be making another run.
All right, Olivia, we need you to jump in here.
She's like, I don't know that one.
She doesn't know that
You just got to
song.
hum to it.
Yeah, he looked exactly like Steubing, except he was younger.
Yes.
And shorter.
Oh, and shorter.
Oh my God. So
Less bald.
yes, less bald. So
And not gay. I mean, there's that.
Captain Steubing was gay.
In real life.
Well, not.
No.
Talking about on the show, though.
No.
He wasn't gay on the show.
Not on the show.
In real life?
Absolutely.
Murray?
Well, there you go.
Mary Tyler Moore?
Mm-hmm. Murray.
Are you serious?
Swear to it.
Holy crap! That's a coastal confession I just learned. I didn't know that.
He was also an uncle on, what's that show we watch at night? King of Queens.
Murray.
He played an uncle on King of Queens. Yeah.
Where is that rock I've
incredibly
been living under? Because one, I didn't know he was gay. Two, I didn't know he was on that.
For real.
This is groundbreaking. That's
For
all I'm
reals,
gonna
for
say.
reals.
God.
Right? You got to hang out with me.
It's groundbreaking. I am learning so much tonight, and I always wondered about Captain Steubing. So,
well, did you know?
No, I didn't know.
See, there you go. So I don't feel so stupid. I'm sitting here going, I feel dumb as hell. I did not know that. Mm-hmm. Not that I care. Not that I ever thought. I watched in the Love Boat, and I'm like, I bet he's gay.
But do you know? Okay, here's my confession. You know I'm a big Captain Kirk fan, right?
Was he gay?
No.
I don't want to
And
fall off
still
my
not
chair.
to this day. I loved Love Boat, but you know who was my boy?
Gopher.
Yes.
Was he gay?
No.
Okay.
He
was a senator. I knew that.
Gopher so much.
Congressman. Thank you.
No. Brian always had a thing for gay women.
Oh God, here we go. Coastal confession.
Jodie Foster.
I like Jodie Foster.
None of us knew. She wasn't gay till much later. I mean, come on.
Well, she came out.
Christy McNichol.
Oh, I love Christy McNichol.
Christy McNichol.
Joe from Facts.
See,
She's not gay.
Christy
not gay.
McNichol, yeah.
Kelly.
Nope. Joe
Kelly
has been,
McGillis from
Joe
here.
has been
Who?
married
Kelly
for
McGillis.
many, many years.
Kelly McGillis was gay?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. You know she owned the restaurant down there, Kelly's. Which
Kelly's.
is now, well,
It's
Now
now
she
First
owned
Flight.
Kelly McGill.
First Flight.
I
Kelly
didn't know
McGillis
that.
owned
Hell,
that
I just learned
restaurant.
something new.
It was Kelly's.
Yeah, we know. I remember.
I knew it was Kelly's, but I didn't know Kelly.
That's Kelly McGillis.
Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
You're holding out on us here on this
I actually
information.
have a T-shirt from Pearl's Patio.
Well,
which was
that
a
goes
total
back when
lesbian
Pearl's
place.
was just strictly women.
Brian played there.
And let me tell you
I played there
why
once,
I
yeah.
have the shirt, because Mike and I went there several times because they were on the bar card.
Yeah, Brian played there when
And it was a wonderful little bar.
when it was still women only in the hotel.
Yeah, I was fine with that. I was okay. Look at all these ladies out
I
here.
have a Pearl's Patio. I have it with me right now. Pearl's Patio.
Until they go, play another song. I'm like, okay.
Do you know any Elton John?
Elton John.
Actually, Brian loves Elton John.
I do like
So
Elton
do I.
John. Do you know he's gay too?
I do too. I do too.
Did anybody know he was gay? I mean, I knew that.
I didn't know.
How about Bernie Taupin?
No.
What?
Rock Hudson.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, actually, when I
Giant was my mom and
when I
dad's
found out Rock
favorite
Hudson
movie when I
was, of course, he ended up having AIDS, right? Is it right?
Yeah.
That was like, that was like mind blowing at the time. It was sad, but I was like, oh my God, Rock Hudson,
Well, but years
as a
ago
kid.
you
I was a
couldn't
kid.
be. I mean, they were the men of movies.
I think
You
they're
know?
friends and
Yeah,
everybody knew.
Raymond Burr. Perry Mason.
People, people in the industry,
We watch
you
it
know, but
every night.
it wasn't like out. Yeah.
No, I get that. I mean, and I don't really care. I mean, it's just, I never thought twice about that stuff. And then near Kelly McGillis, I didn't know she was. And,
Really?
well, that's what she just said.
Mike said he. What did Mike say?
What?
My husband says she was a hot lesbo. Like Kate McKinnon, right? Same thing.
Hey, I live under a rock. I don't know half these people who were, because I don't really care. I mean, if I look at somebody, I don't.
Okay, we have to stop feeding Mike.
Unless it's like, you go down to Nailtini, and the new hairdresser down there, Jake, great guy.
He's so cute.
He is so nice, and well, it's, he's gay and he's happy with it, and he's married. His partner's really nice, or his husband. I mean, it's the coolest thing. I don't care. Yeah,
We don't care.
But Captain Steubing, oh my God, I'll never watch that show again. No, I'm kidding.
That show again.
I'm kidding.
Love
Why would that matter?
I'm
Love Boat.
kidding. I'm kidding.
And Charo.
Actually, we just watched that episode last week. didn't we?
Oh, she was
Oh
on
my
lots of
God.
them. Go.
You know what?
I love when she was on Carol Burnett. And then Vicki Lawrence or somebody's, or no.
Vicki Lawrence always decided that all of her characters had to talk like that.
No, I was trying to remember if it was Vicki Lawrence or if it was Carol Burnett doing like the other Charo. Like they're trying to out Charo each other.
But I want you guys to think about this for a minute. It's like, as kids growing up and watching those shows, we thought they were the coolest. But watching them now, you're just kind of like, that was corny.
It's so corny.
It's like, oh my God, you know?
Funny corny.
You know, it's like.
We still watch them on MeTV, Antenna TV.
Yeah, we're MTV watchers.
What's the other one that we watch?
TV Land.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. TV.
TV. MeTV, Antenna.
So let me ask this question amongst the group: What was your favorite song, or not song, but your favorite show throughout, growing up? What was the one show that you just had to watch? It was Cheers. All right, so Matt says Cheers. That was a good
Growing up,
show.
I mean, like
Oh,
young,
no,
like
it doesn't matter,
elementary
I mean-
school.
Man, this is
Mary Tyler Moore.
tough.
All right. So okay.
Mary Tyler Moore.
Or are we in trouble?
No, because
Yeah,
the Wonderful World of Disney. Yeah.
Sunday night.
I can remember as a kid, before that came on, it was like the World War II histories. It's like World War II, and they have all that, and they go through all the.
Was Hee Haw and all that on? Is that on?
I always like that stuff.
Was that on Sunday or on Saturday night? Probably Sunday. Yeah, so that was before Wonderful World of Disney.
Yeah.
Or in
All
my
right.
time zone.
So, David Harris, who's listening to us, Gavin McLeod wasn't gay. He was married 3 times and twice to the same woman.
That doesn't mean he wasn't gay.
But trust me.
Hey, I don't live under
Trust
a rock.
me.
So I'm turning back on Love Boat.
Trust me.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't turn it off anyway. But you just never know. But I'll tell you one of the shows I remember growing up that as a kid I liked to watch, The Courtship of Eddie's Father.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, remember Get Smart?
Get Smart was another.
I would have to say, and this is crazy, but The Incredible Hulk.
That was good.
I mean, that was
$6 Million Man. The
Yeah.
Woman, all of those.
Bionic Woman.
Hey, Ed and Pat's listening in tonight. Hey, thanks for listening, guys.
We're all showing our age, by the way. Thank you.
We got on a topic.
Proudly.
I just turned 50 in October.
You're
so
a baby.
I'm all about it.
Well, we were on
Yeah,
a roll
you're
a
a
few weeks
baby.
ago, and I forget what we were talking about. I think we were talking about like commercials or cartoons. I think we were on a roll with cartoons.
Get in my belly.
Get in my belly. Oh my God! So we had. What was yours, Matt? You said your favorite one was. Cheers. So his was Cheers. Courtship of Eddie Father for me. Growing up as a kid, I always thought that was kind of a cool show. Although I do remember the episode when he got his rear end beat because he was playing out the front window in the high rise and he shouldn't have been. And Bill Bixby's like, "Don't be doing that again, boy."
But you know what? When I was in 4th grade, Nickelodeon came on our cable. And so at 4 o'clock, I had to watch You Can't Do That on Television. And then it was Turkey TV. And then I loved Lassie was on right after that. Although that was years before me.
I'm just asking for one. I don't want a whole wrap up of the entire.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you, as a child, a 4th or 5th grader, it had to be at 4 o'clock. You can't do that on television.
Okay.
For real.
Little Rascals in the afternoon.
Ooh, Little Rascals, yeah.
But
What's yours?
I lived with my grandparents, and we watched something in the afternoon with Swanson TV dinners in front of us.
That's how I grew up.
The Dracula, the soap opera with
Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows.
I love.
Yeah, we used to watch that every day.
That's a good one. Oh my God.
Okay, would you like? Here's my big ass coastal confession.
Burp, 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 burp.
Everything I do is a surprise, even to me.
I love Lawrence Welk.
Oh, Oh, that is a confession.
Yeah, that is a
That
confession.
was another one. I think it was Lawrence Welk.
Wow.
Hee-Haw, and then Wonderful World of Disney was what we used to watch.
Love
on
All
Sunday
those
nights.
colorful outfits.
Love Lawrence Welk.
Thank you. The lovely lemon testers will now be singing a
Wonderful,
song.
wonderful. Thank you, Bobby and Sissy.
Bobby and Sissy are real. Oh,
Adios, au revoir, Wiedersehen.
Good night.
Good
all
night.
right. Okay. Here's so living in New Mexico. So
to you.
we had Vivian Vance.
Yeah, Vivian Vance lived down there.
Vivian Vance was
true.
from
New Mexico.
Albuquerque.
Meet again.
They're not listening.
Adios, au revoir, Wiedersehen. Good night.
So Vivian's Lucy's best friend, right?
So Lucy's best friend, Vivian Vance, lived in Albuquerque.
What?
She was from Albuquerque.
They did a lot of filming out there in New Mexico.
They did. The other thing that got me thinking about it, the Lawrence Welk, the one lady.
Maria?
No, who you just.
Bobby and Sissy.
Sissy.
Oh yeah, you met her.
We met her at an event one night. I went because I was working with the city, and we had our business, and we went to a. Oh my God, I can't think of the.
Was it for that, or was it when
The
we
little
were,
commission thing they do.
when we were hosting the
Anyway, we went to this event, and there was Sissy from Lawrence Welk, and we had a chance to talk with her, and
Look at my He's so lost.
Commerce, the
Hispano Chamber of Commerce.
yes, it was. We were at one of their events, and Sissy was there from
Lawrence Welk.
Yeah, and I was like, it was just like, wow, that's her. And,
Wow.
I love
and
it.
she looked damn good for her age. I was like, man, she's a fine-looking old lady. It's like, God.
Well, she's a dancer.
Yeah, I mean, no, seriously, she looked very
Gymnast,
pretty.
dancer,
I mean, she was very nice, and she was very friendly. I mean, it was nice to,
Excellent.
chat with her. And, of course, I didn't ask her other things, what was Lawrence really like, and...
So what I understand is he was incredibly, incredibly wonderful to his band.
Maybe he was gay. I thought you were going to
No,
say he was
just from
incredibly,
Wisconsin.
incredibly gay.
I think he was from Wisconsin.
That explains the bubbles.
That would just push you over the edge.
It had to do with the
That would
bubbles.
It would explain the bubbles. And all the bright colors.
See, that makes more sense than Gavin McLeod. I'm like, hey, Lawrence
He
Welk,
did
hey,
turn out
thank
to
you,
be.
thank you. And bubbles, bring the bubbles, more bubbles.
Bring the
But,
bubble.
Yeah.
Wisconsin. What? No, where was Lawrence Welk from?
I don't know.
Austria. Lawrence Welk?
He was.
Yeah, but
was foreign.
Is he German?
Maybe David Harris will tell us. David Harris, if you're still
Was he
listening,
German or Austrian?
we need some information here.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Anyway.
Well, anyway,
need to wrap
we're going to wrap this show up. We need to. I need to get to a song, some final goodies, and then close the show out. So, Juliana, again, it's always a pleasure when you're in town, and I hope we
Thanks
get you
for
on
having
here
us.
more and more often. You and Matt and Olivia over there. Olivia, thank you for getting on the radio with us.
Thank you, Olivia.
We so appreciate.
Scarred her for life.
Yes, no, she's. You're growing your audience. We are growing the audience, and I thought it was really cool tonight. And let me see, anything else? Everybody online? I think
Thanks
we're
for
good
letting
there.
me crash your night.
Oh, no. It's your night. We're here together.
It's
We almost had a thing just now. That was like a thing.
Well, we
gonna
did.
We're going to do that. We're going to start singing.
We're going to do that.
All right, so
She's going to teach me how to write chop rock. So
We could do that.
wait till I get back.
Nautical Americana.
Nautical Americana. Yep.
What did I call it the other day? Because, most of my new songs are like a little bit country.
A little bit rock and
A little bit rock and roll. I'm gonna
like a
call
Donnie
them.
Marie over here.
I'm
There we
gonna
go.
call them. I want to call it like Boots meets Beach.
Boots.
There you go. Boots Beach.
Actually, if you listen to, we have a show on Tiki Man Radio on Wednesday nights, and their country show. It's where boots meet the beach.
Yeah,
Beat
there you go.
sand. So I think I probably
Perfect.
messed that all up, but. David Harris, Lawrence Welk is from North Dakota.
I knew it. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know they talk like that in North Dakota.
They
Thank
do.
you, thank you. Welcome to lovely
Wonderful,
Lemon
wonderful.
So,
He probably was Austrian to begin
He
with.
sounded
I
like some
think
kind
he
of
was.
German-ish guy.
yeah, I think so. And I think If I'm not mistaken, David, I think his wife would come out too. Wouldn't he bring his wife out and everything? You know, kind of in the show. Sometimes they would dance and do stuff. So,
Okay.
David Harris, thank you so much for listening in to us tonight, man.
So
Thank you, my friend. We appreciate
next
you.
Friday,
Yes.
I have a request.
Yes.
Get the recording of Lawrence Welk doing One Toke Over the Line.
Are you
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, yes. That's hilarious.
One toke over the line, sweet Jesus. One
All
toke
right.
over the line.
All right.
Play it.
Perfect.
I will have that on next week's show. And David Harris, if you have a song you want to hear, my friend, let us know, because you are the big winner tonight of You Pick a Song for next week. We appreciate it. Hey, and Pat, thank you. We love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you, too, for being a part of it.
Thank you.
We so
Super
appreciate
fun.
having it. And you're always welcome.
Thanks for introducing me to my new best friend.
I love this. See, that's...
Hey, we just became Facebook friends. We should have been a
that
long
is
time
my-
ago, but we had to be in person.
That is my job.
Like,
And-
because I could have been creepy
Now,
and she wouldn't have
Did
known
you tell
that.
her she missed a really good show
I only
last night?
accept creepy people.
I know.
You missed a really good show
You
last
missed
night.
a really good show last night.
I know. Rub it in. Rub it in. I won't miss the next one.
Rub it in.
All right. Hey, I got some new Scott Kirby right here. Well, it's not really new. It's been out for a while, but he never sent me the CD, so I had to get it from...
New Scott Kirby?
Man, I drank
It's new
some,
old Scott Kirby
Look,
because he never gave me the
I
CD.
drank some
and-
drinks with Scott Kirby about 3 weeks ago down at Lou's backyard, and we got a little dranky.
Oh, my God. So a little bit of Scott Kirby, I lost another day. So right here, B-Man Shell's Coast Confessions. We'll be right back after this song, close the night out. Right after this is the...
What's her name? Something else comes up at 11.
No, it comes up at midnight, but it's coming right after us. It's Jukebox Saturday.
Yes, Saturday.
So right after our show, Jukebox Saturday is going to take over, and I know Danny Lynn's probably sitting there going, shut the hell up and get off the radio because I'm ready to push the button. Love you, Danny. Here's a little Scott Kirby. We're right back after that. Appreciate it.
Look at...
Calendars here on the Isle of Bones have just 300 days. 40 lost at a heavy cost, the rest just slip away. Folks fall down to worship here in the house of the setting sun, in search of their soul at the end of the road where there's nowhere left to run. It's a blinding light from dawn to the afterglow. Burning both ends of the candle with the devil in tow. I got one more setting sun to get it right. You know, I lost another day last night. Well, I thought I'd left my junk behind, deep in the northern snow. Winter, it always turns to spring. What's buried starts to show. 1,000 miles and a stranger's smile can take you just so far. It don't matter where the shadow or the shade you're in, it's just another bar. It's the blinding light from dawn to the afterglow. Burning both ends of the candle with the devil in tow. I got one more setting sun to get it right. You know, I lost another day last night. And you wonder why the nights here go so fast. Is it paradise or just morning makes you restless. It's a weary state of motion. Then the road turns south and it runs right out the dark edge of the ocean. Calendars here on the Isle of Bones have just 300 days. 40 lost at a heavy cost. The rest just slip away. It's a blinding light from dawn to the afterglow. Burning both ends of the candle with an angel in tow. I got one more setting sun to set it right. You know, I lost another day last night. You know, I lost another day last night.
Take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings. Every Saturday, starting when you get up, Buttercup. Tiki Man Radio opens up the massive archives of the radio station and takes you back to that old shaggy music. Jukebox Saturdays, only on Tiki Man Radio.
Hi, this is Sissy at Nailtini. Stop by for a mani-pedi at 817 Duval. Now, back to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
Hey, B-Man and Michelle right here on a Friday night. We got a full house here. A lot of folks going on. Let me get Michelle back on over there. Are you on there, darling?
Hola.
Hola. Hey, I appreciate everybody that came down here tonight. We had Tiffani
We had a great
Green.
crowd.
We had a great crowd tonight. It was really cool. And hang on, I got to get into the applause there.
Woo-hoo.
Had a lot of fun tonight with everybody joining us. Juliana and Tiffani Green and Olivia and Matt, Mike over there. What a great time. We've really enjoyed ourselves. And right after following our show is the Jukebox Saturday. We all love that. That's again, I always say every week, my favorite is the old Paul Harvey stuff, man. I love Paul Harvey.
Good day.
And good day. So a lot of good stuff. So thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back here next Friday. I got Jockey Jord as one of our guests.
Jockey Jordy?
Jockey Jord. Jord or Jordy?
Jord
Yeah,
or
Jordy.
Jordy?
Well, I think it was a Jockey Jord online, but Jordy will
Okay.
be joining us. And then we're somewhere in there, we're going to throw out the Lawrence Welk One Toke Over the Line as a request for next week. And
Lawrence Welk went to over the
hey, they requested it. David Harris, if you got something you want me to play, my friend, thanks for hanging out with us. Maureen, if you got something you would like, please let us know. Let me see. She just chimed in. She goes, you went with me on a walk with the dog. I was lazy at 8 p.m. Should have done it then. 10:30 is kind of late. I was ready for bed. So thanks for hanging out with us. I'm glad you're being a part of it. We're going to close the show out with a Phil Collins, an old Phil Collins. Well, when I say old, a later in life Phil Collins did this song. Okay. It's live. Salisbury Hill.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was a really cool. It's live. And guys, thank you so much. We're back here again next Friday. B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions, our live webcams. Thank you to the Southernmost Pint Brewpub for being so kind in sponsoring the cameras, and thank you to Nailtini, who's one of our sponsors. We appreciate you. We've always loved everything you've done for us. We appreciate Beach Buddha Coffee. Thank you so much. And IV Hydration Stations, thank you. We appreciate it. If you want to sponsor B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions, let us know. We'd love to have you be a part of the team. We appreciate it. And if you just want to be a part of the Tiki Man Radio team, go out and let us know, because we got all kinds of really cool advertisement opportunities that we'll work with you. That's what we do. That's what it's all about. So thanks for hanging out with you guys. We'll see you next Friday. See ya.
time stood still. An eagle flew out of the night. It was something to observe. Coming close, I heard a voice. Standing stretching every nerve. I had to listen, had no choice. I did not believe the information. I just had to trust imagination. And my heart going boom, boom, boom. Son, he said, grab your things up, come to take you home. Hey, back home. Bring me back home. Yeah, back home. To keep inside, I was lying. My friends will think I was a nut. Trying to watch winter wine. And open doors would soon be shut. So I went from day to day. For my life was in a rut. Until I thought of what I'd say. Which connection I should cut. I was feeling part of the scenery. I walked right out of the scenery. And my heart went boom, boom, boom. Son, he said, grab your legs up, come to take you home. Hey, back home. Bring me back home. Yeah, I'm home. When illusions spin at night, I'm never where I want to be. I never taste cheap pirouette. When I think that I am free, watch my empty silhouette. Who close their eyes but still can see. No one told them not to care. Oh, I was so another me. Today I don't need a replacement. I tell them with a smile on my face, man. My heart going boom, boom. Hey, I say you can keep my things, babe, come to take me home. Hey, back home. Bring me back home. Yeah, back home. Come on. Bring me back
Hey, everybody, thank you for being with B-Man and Michelle Coke and Fakers every Friday night right here. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend. And like I close every show every week,
Y'all come back now. You hear?
we'll see you next week.